So we're kicking off.
Gregory Portland has won the toss and will receive on this end. Good luck and God bless, man.
Welcome. Welcome to the broadcast. This is Alamo Heights Mules playoff football on A8 Sports Media. We are getting ramped up and ready for a game, a showdown today between the Gregory Portland Wildcats and your Alamo Heights Mules. I'm your host, LARHON Fields. I'm joined by my colleague, Brian Monet. This production is a student-run production. The students producing today are Gavin Anderson, Christian Villarreal, Tori Valadez, Sydney Fry, and that's it. These group of students, KALLIE Schoenbaum, sorry, our other student here. These students have dedicated their time today, on their day off, mind you, to produce a quality show for you guys today to stream. Brian, how are you feeling today about what's about to transpire?
Oh, man, I'm fired up. And honestly, that would be an understatement. Man, it's an exciting time. It's an exciting time to be here. We're in the ALAMODOME. I've been saying all week, big time. This is a big time moment for the fans, for the players, for the schools involved. And you know what? It's going to be a good one, right? You got two teams, one undefeated, our Mules, the other, two-loss team. Something got to give, and I think we're going to see that today.
You said it, big-time atmosphere should lend itself to a big-time game, which also lends time what? What else? Big-time plays, right? Big-time players, big-time games.
There it is.
That's the expectation.
There it is.
Rarely, this is the first time, to my knowledge, that Alamo Heights has played in the ALAMODOME, so that's a first, right? I'm not certain about Gregory Portland, but this is an awesome opportunity for both sides, whether you're home or away, which we are the home team today. I want to know from you, how did we get here?
Well, last week, right? Last week we started at Gregory Portland. The Wildcats had a game. They played their first-round matchup against Roma. They won decisively, right? 55-17. Doesn't leave a lot of questions, right? It's almost like a big explanation point on the end of that game. Our Mules did so as well. Decisive victory, 69 points, right? 69-21 over the Lockhart Lions, right? You got our Mules who were undefeated on the season. You got Gregory Portland who only lost 2 games, 4-1 in district, 3-2 on the road, right? So, I mean, it seems like both of our seasons all came to this point.
Well, you know, that's a good point, right? The playoffs come to a point, and this is where we meet. Right now, we're going to send it to the principal of Alamo Heights, Cory Ann Smith. Take a listen. Hi, we're here with Principal Cory Smith of Alamo Heights. Principal Smith, how are you feeling today?
I am so excited. I am just, the place is booming with energy, and I cannot wait to watch our Mules get round 2 and take it to the next round. So I'm super excited, and I know that we're going to come out and crush it. So very excited. As
a principal, what goes through your mind? I mean, you're here. Do you get amped up like the football players? I know you're a football fan. We won't mention which allegiances, but we know you're a Mule first. So how do you prepare for a day like this yourself?
I mean, I wake up and it's like Christmas morning, right? So first thing I thought of this morning was it's game day. So my social medias are posting, and all of it is just pure excitement, and I get butterflies. So I'm just very excited for the kids. There's that nervous excitement, but not in a bad way. It's nervous excitement that I know is going to end in victory for our Mules.
I like that. Victorious Mules. So question, what's your pregame meal and pregame ritual?
So I don't really have a pregame ritual. I don't have a pregame meal either. Did have a cookie out in the lobby. Thank you very much. But no, other than that, we're just here to have some fun and cheer for our Mules.
Awesome. Well, it's glad to have you here today. We know you're always representing and supporting the Mules. We want to thank you for taking time out to be with A8 Sports Media and all that you do for the school and for us.
Absolutely, and thank you all as well.
Likewise.
Mules up.
Back to what an awesome interview with Principal Cory Smith. Right now, we were pausing for the presentation of the colors.
And now, under the direction of David Stevenson, the alma mater of Alamo Heights High School, played by the Mighty Mule Marching Band.
All right, now we have the playing of the Alamo Heights alma mater as we await the players to run through the tunnel. Brian, right now we are approximately 9 minutes away from kickoff. Let's break down who we need to be keeping an eye on when that 9 minutes takes place.
Oh man, so if we're on the Gregory Portland side, right? We got to start with number 28. They're running back as well as middle linebacker Juarez. This is a guy who averages 96 yards a game. He's going to be a favorite target for Doms, their quarterback. There's also their another running back, Adame, number 5, 79 yards per game, right? You have wide receiver Harrison. He's been targeted quite a lot, 56 yards a game. They're going to try to spread the ball around and kind of really get the ball in the hands of a multitude of different guys in order to maximize production on the Wildcat side. As it relates to our Mules, right? Colin Ernst, right? Quarterback. He can beat you with his legs. He can beat you with his arm. Of course, you got Michael Terry III. Even on the defensive side, Lauren Christensen, Patrick Arriaga. If those guys get involved, I think we'll see the Mules be successful.
All right, so those are great. That's great to hear, right? Because we need to know who are going to identify the big-time players who should be making big-time plays. There's always one player or two that pops up that we'll find out today who's going to step up in this game. What I want to know, Brian, is when we see Alamo Heights offense going against this Gregory Portland defense, what should that look like, and vice versa when it's Gregory Portland's offense going against Alamo Heights defense?
Well, when it comes to Alamo Heights on offense, right, they're gonna need a balanced attack, right? We might see a scenario where we can't necessarily rely on our legs to beat this team. So we're going to have to find ways to get guys like Park Zunker involved. We have to find ways to get, Joshua Hurtado involved, right? Get the ball into the hands of those guys who are deep threats. And, to kind of take advantage of a defense on Gregory Portland's side who won't be necessarily looking for us to pass, right? So we're going to have to see the Mules really embody that balanced attack. When it comes to Gregory Portland, right, they're going to have to make sure that on offense that their balance really shows up, right? We know that they have a workhorse in Juarez, their number 28, right? But they're really going to have to get those wide receivers involved as well.
Well, that's what exactly we're looking for. We're looking to get a preview, a little glimpse of what's going to go down. If you can hear the crowd noise, the Alamo Heights fans are celebrating the players getting into the tunnel, and they're ready and fired up to go. Here, there's a buzz. I'm looking across the dome to the Gregory Portland side, and they're starting to fill into their side. Brian, this is going to be an exciting situation. Right now, we have the keys to victory. In your opinion, what is it going to take for Gregory Portland, and what is it going to take for Alamo Heights?
Oh, man, so for Gregory Portland, they're going to have to be balanced, right? We know one thing that Alamo Heights like to do is take away the thing that you do best and force you to use that other thing, right? And we're looking at how the yardage stacks up for Gregory Portland. We know they have over 2,500 yards rushing and over almost 2,000 yards passing, which tells us they rely heavily on the rush. The good thing for Alamo Heights is the thing that we start at is we take those running lanes away, right? So they're going to have to beat us with their arm if they're going to be successful. And as far as Alamo Heights, we we're a complementary style offense, but we're going to have to make sure we truly establish it. That means Michael Terry III is going to have a big day.
And thank you for that analysis, Brian. We're waiting on the Mules to erupt and roar out of their tunnel. Gregory Portland Wildcats have just escaped their tunnel and their cage, and they're on the field getting ready for the game, patiently waiting for our Mules. Here come the Mules. Prior to the game, Brian, we had the coin toss, and it looks like Gregory Portland has won the toss, and is elected to receive, which means that our Mules will be kicking off. You mentioned this before the game. Last week, Lockhart had the courage to onside kick a couple times. Do you think that's a trick up our sleeve today?
I don't think so, right? I think, we talked about earlier, Lockhart did that as an act of desperation. They were essentially playing with house money. I don't think our Mules need to be that desperate, right? I think if we show up, we establish ourselves early, we run our game plan, we play Alamo Heights type of football, then we're going to be going on to the next round.
Well, you nailed it, right? I don't think we're playing out of desperation. This is going to be a boxing match. I expect the first quarter to be scoreless like last year, because there's going to be a lot of feeling out of each other. Second quarter, we may see an uptick. It's going to be a situation to where we have to mitigate any self-inflicted wounds. I can't say that there won't be, because you're talking about two teams that are evenly matched.
Correct.
So here we go with the presentation of the colors. We're now going to a commercial break, and we will see you after the commercial.
Get an experience of thrill with Alamo Heights sports like you've never seen it before.
AH Sports Media is your ticket to the heart-pounding action.
Catch all the live coverage of Alamo Heights sports events. And exclusive insights from dedicated athletes and coaches.
Don't miss out. Tune to AH Sports Media and be part of the excitement.
Alamo Heights Sports brought to you by AH Sports Media.
Your passion, our coverage.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are definitely looking live at the Alamodome field where the Alamo Heights Mules are taking the field for kickoff, getting set to open off round 2 of the Texas High School football playoffs. It's the area round, Brian. The energy is in the building. This is probably the loudest I've heard a game all season.
100%. Man, it's almost like I wish I had like some headphones to kind of cancel out some of that noise. But you know what? It's playoffs. It's Texas high school football. These fans have a reason to cheer. So it's time to get on board.
This is exactly what you work out for in the offseason. This is one of the reasons, right? There's 6 good reasons. This is the next step after round 1. Hopefully you can earn the right to round 3. Kickoff is up and good. Kickoff is received. And tackled down at the 23-yard line by Aaron Silva.
Oh, Silva. Yes, Silva.
Aaron Silva making a nice special team play. Linus Flores with the kickoff. The Mules are on defense first. Let's see exactly what Gregory Portland comes out with, and let's see what we have to do on defense.
Hey.
Our starters on defense for the Mules: Henry Bruton, number 6, George Hill, number 9, Gage Sharp, number 12. First pass by Reed Dooms.
Incomplete. Looks like their target on the play was number 23, Ryder Harrison. Looks like it's a little bit too much air on it.
We have William Riggs starting at nose tackle, Patrick Arriaga at middle linebacker. We have Max Bacon at safety, Ryan Stetson at linebacker, Drake Killian, Cortland Hanna, Lauren Christensen, and Joseph DePerier. All right, here we go.
Oh, nearly picked off.
Almost picked off indeed, Brian.
That looks like number 29.
That's Max Bacon. He's sizzling.
He's sizzling.
He came out ready. Reed Dooms with the pass. Max Bacon almost with the house call.
All right. Looks like it's 3rd and 10 from the Gregory Portland side of the field.
All right, it's 3rd down. Snap, roll out to his left, clear on the side in the short field. Looks like he'll be short, or did he cross the line of the game, Brian?
Oh man, that looks like that was number 9, Brody Mitchell, with the reception. And good enough for...
That's exactly what Gregory Portland has to do, Brian. They have to roll the pocket to avoid the pressure. Here we go, the first carry of the game, and it's somewhat stuffed, but he's powering through. Looks like a 4-yard pickup.
Number 28, Juarez.
Oh, that was a 4th down. I'm sorry. I thought they gave him the first down, so he did clear for a first down.
It was close. It was definitely close. It looks like it was Juarez that carried him off. We talked about it earlier. That's their workhorse. So we can definitely look for him to get
another drop back pass. Incomplete.
It's like there's a bit of miscommunication there between the quarterback and the receivers.
All right, it's 2nd down and 10 First quarter, 11 minutes ago. We've only been a minute in, and we've had a lot of fireworks already. Gregory Portland is lined up at the 38-yard line. Ball is snapped, handed off, run with the middle, and a stop. That's a tackle, looks like by Ryan Stetson or George Hale on the tackle. But the Mules are roll calling the football on the run, Brian.
They are, 100%. Guys are flying to the ball. And, you know, when we talk about that Alamo Heights style of play, right, swarming to the ball, that's exactly what's going to be needed. And if this defense is going to be successful going
It's
forward.
3rd down and 6 from the 42. Drop back for Dooms. He's looking for a receiver. There was pressure. He releases, and the ball is caught by number 16 of Gregory Portland, and that is their number 1 receiver, Colton.
And again, we got another handoff to number 28, Warren.
That was a monster play by Colton Harrison. That's the kind of game that Gregory Portland needs to get on this board, and they're moving the ball. And this is the first time we've had an offense of this potency. It's like playing ourselves. It's a mirror image. Here we are with 2nd down and 6. Right now, everything that Gregory Portland's getting is a positive gain. Another drop back, getting pressure. It's a screen game. Ball is caught out in the flats, and there's tripped up.
Looks like that's number 33?
33, Cortland Hanna on the trip up there. Brian, good eye. That was Gabriel Juarez on the screen game. Gregory Portland going fast here, trying to catch the Mules off guard. Reed Dooms with the carry, and he stopped, denied by a cavalry of Mules. Ryan Stetson and Cortland Hanna and Joseph DePerier denied Reed Dooms.
What we're seeing here is this Mule defense is something that we definitely do. Bend. Let's hope that we can kind of hold firm and not break.
Well, right now, Gregory Portland, even though we've denied them, they found a way to bounce back. It is 3rd down and 9, and they're on the 11, so all things are an option. It could be a fade to the corner. It could be a hand up to Juarez. It could be a throw to Colton Harrison. They've got options. We know one thing's not going to happen. Reed Dooms didn't run the ball. We know that for sure. And here we go. It's a rollout. Hands up, man up.
Whoa.
Ball is.
Definitely a push there.
Yes, there was. The replay shows us anything.
Yeah, that looks like a little bit of defensive pass interference there.
Yeah. Pass was intended for Brody Mitchell.
Illegal formation. 5 men in the backfield on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat, 2nd down.
The penalty has been illegal formation on the Wildcat. Somebody must have been slightly off the line of scrimmage. That happens. Now that puts it at 2nd down and 14 from the 16. Again, Gregory Portland's showing something they haven't shown all season with this rolling the quarterback, extending the pocket. Looked like a little false start kick. Boom! Reed Dooms brought down.
And we talked about this in our pregame.
Ryan
right?
Stetson with the sack.
We talked about this in the pregame. If you can get pressure on Dooms, right, you can throw this offense all off balance. And we're seeing our Mules do that right before our very eyes.
Yes, sir. It's 3rd down and 20. I don't know about Gregory Portland's kicker, but if you're the Mules and you can get out of here with the field goal, that's a win.
Hey, 100%.
3rd down and 20 from the 22. 9 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Look for number 80 there to get the target.
Yep. Oh, off the fingertips.
Couldn't bring it in. The target was number 23 of Gregory Portland. That's Ryder Harrison. That was the target. Couldn't bring it in.
Could not. That sets up an interesting 4th down and 20. If you're Gregory Portland, Brian, what do you do?
Man, you're going for the home run. You're going for the home run. We got Catalano, number 80, who has been one of the favorite targets. Him and Harrison, number 16. So I think we're looking at number 16 and number 80 will definitely be targeted. Oh, they're going for a field goal. So I'm wrong.
Points are at a premium. Points are at a premium. You got to try. If you miss it, it's like if you kicked it off. High snap, ball's up, and it's short.
It's no good. No good.
So it's a drive like that. If you're Alamo Heights, you got to get on your high horse, no pun intended, and you got to go score because that could doom the spirit of Gregory Portland. That was an awesome opening drive for them, an even better drive for the defense in the end because they planted their flag to say, not today,
Correct.
Gregory Portland.
If you're Gregory Portland, that's absolutely a gut punch, right? A gut punch.
A gut punch.
So definitely looking for our Mules to exploit it, right?
Here we are with the offensive starters. We have Michael Terry, Park Zunker, Colin Ernst, Josh Hurtado. We have Jackson Hildebrand, Alex Westmoreland, Conway Hamilton, Ricky Gonzalez, Bentley Edwards. Let's see what we start the game off with. Colin Ernst in an empty backfield. That's a look we haven't seen all year. Trips left, motion. Colin Ernst, that's the keep. Oh, they're spying on Colin Ernst today. That's a big hit by number 44 of Gregory Portland,
Yeah,
Mr. Braden Garcia Sr.
It
senior.
definitely looks like Gregory Portland was anticipating the quarterback keep on that play.
Not shocking to see that play, but I'm shocked to see that play. Normally we hand the ball off first, but I guess we wanted to mix it up and get off of our tendencies.
True, and usually we see that play run with a draw to the inside. I'm kind of surprised they chose to bounce to the outside.
Here we go, Colin Ernst in the backfield with DK Metcalf, flank to his left, just moving in motion, calling for the snap. Oh, another keeper, and it's tackle for loss in the backfield. Gregory Portland is ready for the Colin Ernst show. They're getting pressure through the line.
100%.
That sets up third down, Brian.
It's looking like they are selling out. Absolutely selling out on the run today. And we talked about this in our pregame, right? We might have to get a little bit more balance on the offensive side.
Or you may have to take some shots right here on the boundary. You got Michael Terry down on the boundary side on this third down and 10. Colin Ernst looking to pass, drops back, releases, and like I said on the boundary side, there's a catch out of bounds. Incomplete.
Michael Terry the third with the reception.
Out of bounds. Nope, not complete.
Oh, it's incomplete.
Yes, it looked to see like he got pushed out of bounds, but he couldn't recover to stay in bounds, and he caught the ball out of bounds. It would have been a nice gainer. It would have been about a 30-yard gainer. But that puts the Mules back into fourth down and punt position, something we haven't seen much this year, and Michael Terry actually has to punt the ball this time. I don't know if they will fake it.
Definitely unfamiliar territory.
Ball is up. It's kicked. The punt returner fields it. And he, knocked down at the 49 of Gregory Portland. Trip Johnson was down on the coverage. Mickler on the coverage.
Hey, this is a different take, right? We see almost within the span of a couple minutes, we saw two unfamiliar situations, right? Starting on our own side of the field. That's not something we've necessarily seen in quite a few games. And then being forced to punt on the first possession.
Yeah, well, like I said, first quarter, normally you're filling each other out. We have 5 minutes and 56 remaining. We'll see what the second drive leads for Gregory Portland as they get a big gainer from Gabriel Juarez. Oh, I take that back. Is this Adame?
That's Cody Adame.
Their 1-2 punch. They have Adame in this drive who picks up a gain of 8 yards. Second down and 2 from the 43 of Alamo Heights. Another handoff, another gainer.
That time the Mules were there to answer.
That's a Gregory Portland first down. Gregory Portland right now is running the first quarter. They're in a good balance. I expect to see a pass here. Reed Dooms dropping back, and we're getting pressure. Rolling him out, and a sack. Reed Dooms is a sitting duck. That's the second sack of the day for Ryan Stetson. He gives the discount double check. Hand that man the WWE belt.
Oh, man. Making a play. Stetson said he's going to be felt today.
Yeah. You could tell they're putting a heavy emphasis on Lauren Christensen because he hasn't gotten in there yet, but as the game wears on, he may get there.
Hey, we saw this with Lockhart, right? very stout offensive front first half of the game, but that attrition does kick in at a certain point.
Looks like a false start, but they didn't call it, but the ball looked like a handoff to Adame. It brings up a third down.
So I do notice that we see Gregory Portland really switching it up, right? First possession, we had 28 Juarez in there. This possession, we're seeing Adame get some of that touches. I wonder if a lot of that has to do with the fact that Juarez also plays middle linebacker, right? So kind of try to ease the wear on him.
It could. Here we go. Reed Dooms drops back again. No pressure this time. Pass over the middle. Incomplete pass. Great coverage by the Mules. That time, Max Bacon was in coverage. It brings up fourth down. This will give Trip Johnson the opportunity to return the ball. I'm not certain about Gregory Portland's punter, but right here, you know the rule, Brian. You stand on the 10. He's on the 15. It's a different atmosphere. You're in the dome. You don't want to fair catch it if you don't have to, but you don't want to be down to inside the 10.
That's true, but we also know, this returner, if he gets the ball in his hand.
Low kick, should be catchable. He returns. He escapes first tackle, gets upfield, breaks loose.
Man.
Ball's returned to the 11-yard line. Trip Johnson, he did a good job on that one.
He did. And for what it's worth, he is a dangerous returner. If he get the right running lane, he's gone. He's absolutely gone. But way to make something out of nothing.
So this is the second opportunity for the Mules. Their first possession stalled on this side of the 20. We shall see what that looks like coming out. Hopefully the butterflies are gone and the cobwebs have cleared, because we need the Mules to be on the move. Colin Ernst calls for the snap, receives it, keeps it, breaks loose. Two fingers, man, track meet. Colin Ernst for 89 yards. No laundry on the field. The Mules busted up wide open.
Mama, there go that man.
And there he went.
Ernst.
Hey, fool me once, deny me. Drive two, now you see me.
One cut in the cloud of dust. Colin Ernst for 6. And, I mean, to your credit, LaRhon, you said it almost felt like a boxing match, both fighters feeling each other out. Well, we see that the Mules are the ones to land the first punch. The Mules draw first blood.
First blood, 6-0, extra point up. Extra point is good by Linus Flores. Your Alamo Heights Mules, 7. Gregory Portland, 0. You're watching Alamo Heights playoff football here, live on Alamo Heights Sports Media. All right, Brian, here we go. The Mules are setting to kick off. And Gregory Portland has to respond, as does our defense.
Correct. And, one thing that makes this Heights team so dangerous is the speed. This offense has so much speed. I mean, if you're Gregory Portland, you're feeling good. We were able to contain the Alamo Heights rushing attack. And then, holy smokes, one mistake, one miss, one man out of position, and he takes it to the house. So we definitely need to see a response from Gregory Portland.
Definitely.
We know in the past this game can get out of control really quick.
Yes. Kickoff, short, hot kick, sky kick, bounces around. It's kicked up, and he is dropped down at the 28-yard line, number 80. Number 80 of Gregory Portland. There was a little bit of a handsy extracurriculars out there, as you expect in a playoff game. That was Carmelo Catalano, the senior receiver with the return. So, Brian, here we are, 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in the first quarter. This is a fast first quarter. It feels like a track meet. Gregory Portland, their last 2 drives was a missed field goal and then a punt. Their third possession coming up. Reed Dooms has been sacked twice. Let's see what they got. They've been running the ball well, so we'll see what happens.
Correct. And for what it's worth, it seems like we got a
pass, lob, and incomplete. Gage Sharp on the coverage.
Looks like number 44 on the Mules. I believe that's
Lauren Christensen.
Got a hand on it.
Yeah.
Right? And that's what you want to do if you're that defensive front seven, man. You want to harass the QB Dooms all night. He can't feel comfortable because he's going to try to test that those defensive backs' resolve.
Handoff to Adame. He stopped up the line. Looks like could be a turnover. Nope. Gregory Portland retains possession. It will be 3rd down and 10 from the 28-yard line with 3 minutes and 19 seconds remaining.
Man, I don't know about you, LaRhon, but it definitely looks like that offense is shook.
I don't know that they're shook, right? They're still in the game. I just don't know if they can figure out what to do to. They came in with a plan, and you already know the saying: all plans are great till you get busted in the mouth. You know, right? So here we go, 3rd down for the Mules. Drop back for Dooms. He lets it go. Man, streaking down the middle, incomplete.
Too much.
Their game plan is to beat us deep because that's the weakness we've shown on tape. At some point, I don't know what else you can do because if you're not completing them.
Well, the buck starts with the QB, right? That would work great, but we talked about early on, if you get pressure on him and that quarterback gets unsettled, if he's not allowed to set his feet, he's not as effective. And what we're seeing is with the 2 sacks, with Lauren Christensen getting his hand on the pass, he's not able to feel comfortable.
Here we go, a punt. Trip Johnson sets a return. He's recovered. He receives it. He gets upfield, makes the first man miss, gets around the corner to the 30. And he's tackled out of bounds at the 41-yard line, 43-yard line.
Looks like we got some laundry on the field.
We definitely have some laundry on the field.
Looks like it might be blocking in the back.
Illegal block in the back.
Yep.
Number 37 on the receiving team. Penalty will be enforced from the end of the run, 10 yards. It'll be 1st down, Alamo Heights.
Alamo Heights maintains possession. It still will be 1st down. It just won't be as close as it was. It'll be more like at the 29-yard line. That's where the Mules will start possession.
Sounds great. So I think, LaRhon, I want to ask you, right? We saw in that last offensive possession by the Mules, right? We didn't stray away from our game plan. Colin Ernst gets the ball, inside dive, takes it to the house. So do we stick with that game plan or do we try to diversify?
I'll answer that right after this. We have the Mules lined up in a twins formation with DK Garza and Michael Terry in the backfield with Colin Ernst. It is 1st down. Ball is kept by Colin Ernst again, and he's trying to get upfield even more. He picks up 7 yards.
I love it.
Whoa. Yeah, picked up 7 yards.
Hey,
sorry. Go ahead with your question, Brian.
Sidebar. I love it. Colin, we need you to slide, son. We need you to slide.
Yeah, I don't need you taking on linebacker.
Yeah, he lowering that shoulder, you know.
Let Michael Terry run folks over. Again, he's thunder, you're lightning, along with DK. Here we go. Looking to throw out the flat to DK. He gets the ball in the flat, one man to beat, gets through the first man, and he's got the 1st down and more. He moves the ball to the Alamo Heights 49-yard line, picking up the 1st down with 1:50 to go in the first quarter. Your Alamo Heights Mules 7, Gregory Portland 0. This is Alamo Heights playoff football on A8 Sports Media. Brian, I'm with you. We talk about this all year. Get to the numbers, get to the house.
Correct.
Keep it simple, stupid. We need you for 6 weeks, not for 6 minutes. Don't give the other team any hope.
Correct.
Let's knock them out like rope-a-dope.
Hey, there
Here we go.
is.
Colin Ernst in the shotgun with DK Metcalf to his left. The ball is handed off Minimal gain of a yard or 2 or 3 because he's still churning.
Way to not give up on the play. Looks like that was a run by number 34. I believe that's DK Garza on the run. Way
Perfect.
to keep pumping his legs.
Yes, that's one thing you count on DK. He's a hybrid of Terry and Ernst, like speed and power. So that's what you expect. Like, you don't expect him to stop turning his legs. Here we go. DK in the backfield with Colin Ernst. You got twins right. Pro set here. Colin Ernst on the roll, looking to throw. Nobody's open. Will he tuck it? Will he go? He had pressure. Throws in the flat to DK Garza, picking up a sizable gain. This is what's funny, Brian. You got to pick your poison with this Heights offense.
You really do. You really do. This is someone, DK Garza, who he was a presence in the Lockhart game, but he wasn't like, he didn't get a lot of targets, right? Now we see in this game, right? And this drive alone, he's touched the ball like 4 times.
Yeah, and that's what you want. He's the guy we needed to step up today because we knew you're going to key on 2 and 10. Now we got to see if 7 and 11 can come in like the gas station and be open all day. Here we go. Michael Terry in the backfield with Colin Ernst and DK Metcalf calling for the snap. Hand off to Michael Terry. Gets upfield, has 1 man to beat, gains 2 yards. Yeah.
And what a tough run by Michael Terry.
That's the end of the first quarter.
I would like to see him kick up a gear and get upfield a little bit more. That ends the first quarter. Alamo Heights 7, Gregory Portland 0. The Mules are still on the move. They are 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Correct. You know, I can't shake the feeling that if Michael Terry was able, if he could have made that last dude miss, that would have been 6. Like, it felt like he wouldn't have been able to be stopped if he could have shook that last guy, that last defender.
Well, yeah, you know, that's a game of inches, a game of shoelaces, and right there, we haven't had, although Michael Terry had a decent game last week, we haven't had the Michael Terry special, and
True.
I'm waiting on it. I'm waiting for that to pop, and I'm hoping we get him lathered up and get him juiced up and go. Colin Ernst came out with a message like, hey, I'm fighting for player of the game today. Mr. Fields, Mr. Monet, you're going to remember me. So, and DK just slow and steady, pick up here. But it's one of those things, our offensive linemen, you can tell, have kind of got the memo. We're not playing our district opponent. We're in the playoffs. We got to get a push.
That is true, especially when you're talking about a Heights team, which sometimes, you know, we have the tendency on occasion to play to the level of our opponent. So definitely seems like the filling each other out thing is over. We know who we're facing, and we're adjusting accordingly.
Here we go. Colin Ernst gets the ball, hands it off to Mike. A little bit better burst here for Michael Terry.
Got him by the pants strap.
A one-hand. That's a strong tackle there by Gregory Portland. That was number 9, Brody Mitchell, the senior. That was a grown man tackle on a grown man runner. Michael Terry has to make a memo of that, give that man some shake and bake and get up the field because he's not going to be denied or ran over today.
Again,
that brings up a Mules 3rd down and 6 from the 32.
And again, bubbling to the surface. It still had that feel. He could have got rid of that one. You saw that second gear click on.
We did. Colin Ernst. Either timeout for
Alamo
Heights called by Coach Ron Rittimann.
Their first charge timeout of the half.
Something. We'll figure it out after the timeout comes. Brian, one thing that I will note that I've noticed, right, I always look at formations. Normally, Coach Baranko, the offensive coordinator, mixes it up with different personnel groupings and whatnot. Thus far, I haven't seen too many different exotic packages. So I don't know if he's saving some in his back pocket for the second half or if this is the plan and the play for the game.
I think it might be a little bit of both, right? Because I feel like with this defense, particularly with Gregory Portland, I don't feel like we're seeing anything, especially on the defensive side, that we haven't seen. They're not doing anything crazy with their front 7 or with their coverage packages. It seems like these two teams are playing each other straight up.
It does, but one thing I would notice is our running game isn't getting the same, like, Gregory Portland's ready for it. So changing up formations or sending somebody in motion to make them, I don't know, loosen up or show their hand a little bit so you get a better read on the run. Right now, Colin Arch has only been the effective runner.
Correct. Well, one thing I've noticed for sure is Gregory Portland started the game playing very aggressive, right? They were sending 1 or 2 guys almost every, play. It seems like they're starting to sit back a little bit.
You know what happens when you blitz and miss. It's a touchdown. Look at Colin Arch get upfield, and he's going to be short of the first down with a gain of just about 2 or 3. So that brings up 4th down. If you're Coach Ron Rittimann, what do? Do you punt? Do you go for it?
I go for it.
Okay.
I go for it. Our defense have shown the ability to be able to stop them on the last couple drives. So I think in this instance, on this series, you're playing with house money. If you get the first down, you live the play on. If they get the turnover, well, they would probably start from the 30th anyway.
4th down and 3 from the 29-yard line. The ball is kept by Colin Arch. He's getting upfield, and he is short of the first down.
Short.
Or right on the line to gain. Oh, they're saying first down, Mule. That was a tough run by Colin Ernst. He did have some contact, but he didn't initiate the contact, so I'll take it. That's a crucial 4th down pickup.
100%.
I know you said the defense was playing stout, but the problem is you don't want to give that opportunity for them to score.
That's true.
Picking up that first down is a good defensive stop, and it's a great way to rest your defense.
100%.
Here we go. Colin Ernst barking out signals to his center. Back, ready to receive the ball on this first down. Calls for it, receives it. Hands it to DK. DK with a crack in the crease. DK Garza hits the corner. And he's in for a Mules touchdown.
Wow.
That is amazing. Again, little drizzle, little sprinkle, tap, tap, pound, pound, and the dam breaks. And here comes DK Garza for 6.
Correct. I mean, what a powerful run by that young man.
Great vision.
Crazy vision, right? And again, like, sometimes I feel like we're overstating the weapons that this offense has, but I'm going to say that maybe we're understating it again. Like, our 2 main rushers on this offense is Colin Ernst and Michael Terry. But DK Garza can also not be ignored. And they're different types of runners, too. You got Michael Terry, who's more of a power runner. You have Colin Ernst, who's, one cut in a cloud of dust.
Silky smooth runner.
Smooth runner. Almost one of, Michael Jackson's smooth criminal.
Smooth criminal, baby.
But smooth. And then you have DK Garza, who I'm still saying we need to get this man a neck roll, right?
No, he don't need a neck roll, man. Get Patrick Ariaga can have a neck roll.
I agree. But I think he'll look good with it. Just, it's intimidating a little bit. Let him know that, hey, man, I will run you over.
He's a silent assassin. I would call him a Sicario, right? This boy he will be standing right next to you, and you would know. And then you got it. So that's what just happened. Gregory Portland almost probably took a deep breath, and DK Garza found a way and made it happen. Made that cut to the right, and it was over. He outran 3 defenders.
He 100% outran 3 defenders.
So here we go, Brian. It is 9 minutes and 52 seconds left in the second quarter. Alamo Heights here to kick off. Linus Forrest set to kick it off. The ball is kicked. It's another one of those pooch kind of skip kicks up the middle, received by Gregory Portland. Dog pile tackle at about the 38-yard line. That seems to have been the strategy for the special teams for Alamo Heights. Just squib kick it. It's not too high, not too low, and don't let them return. There is laundry on the field, I believe, or is that just stuff from last night's UTSA game? I see something orange on the ground. That's throwing me off.
Yeah, it definitely look like it's something.
So here we go. If you're defensive coordinator Jordan Ricker, do you keep bringing the heat?
Oh, 100%. Hey, man, it's playoffs, right? Like, you don't give them a bit of breath.
Hand off to Adame, and that is going nowhere fast.
And what a tackle. But it looks like that was number 6.
That was Henry Bruton.
Henry Bruton.
He definitely is brewing up something on that tackle, and you got to know. It's either cafecito or it's a caramel macchiato.
Oh, man. Hey, whatever it is, it sounds great to have right now.
Something sweet, right?
Right.
You're watching Alamo Heights playoff football on A8 Sports Media. It's the second quarter with 9 minutes and counting. Second down and 9 for the Gregory Portland Wildcats. Reed Dooms on the roll. He runs into trouble. The ball is thrown and caught.
Ooh.
Knocked out of bounds.
Oh, man.
By Henry Bruton. Daniel Adame was knocked out of bounds.
Looks like he might have.
We have an injury timeout on the field.
Looks like he might have got the air knocked out of him by where the runner's shoulder landed.
If that's Max Bacon, he came in with a little dinky shoulder. It's not Max Bacon. He's up. Who is that that's down? I cannot see.
Yeah, I can't make heads or tails.
The trainers are assisting the mule that's down. Players up now. Patrick, looks like Patrick Arriaga, maybe?
I think it's number 21.
21, that's Patrick Arriaga.
Oh,
looks like he's up and walking on his own power.
Good to see the young man on his feet.
Yeah, definitely good to see him walking on his own power. Hopefully he gets back in this game, but health first. Here we go. It is third down and 3 for the Gregory Portland Wildcats. They have everything on the table. They can run, they can pass, they can roll it out. And here we go with the handoff. Looks like about a gain of 2 yards.
Like that was number 5, Cody Adame on the run.
Adame with the carry again. I haven't seen Gabriel Juarez in the game since. Is he coming in now?
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, they got Juarez in for the. That's definitely an indication it's going to be a run. You think?
Yeah, 100%.
This is a crucial 4th down and 1 for the Wildcats. They've got Colton Harrison in the backfield with Gabriel Juarez. This may be a Wildcat. This isn't their normal option. Here we go. Stop. Oh!
Looks like it's
I don't know where they're going to mark it because that looks short. The ball was on the other side. Oh, that was a Christmas gift.
Wow.
Gregory Portland will take it. We won't be happy about it, but we'll keep it moving and line up for another set of 4 downs. 7 minutes and 58 seconds to go in the second quarter. Alamo Heights Mules 14, Gregory Portland 0. Gregory Portland's on the move with a new set of downs.
Looks like on that last play, a little bit of sleight of hand. We saw Warriors come in as a blocker.
Here we go. Another handoff. Oh, they're trying to go to the ground and pound game here. Gabriel Juarez is their hammer. When he's in, they move the chain. So it's interesting that he hasn't been in. We're now looking at 2nd down and 6. So that was a 4-yard pickup on 1st down, which is always great. Stay ahead of the chains.
Well, it's interesting because with him playing both ways, you know, Juarez plays both middle linebacker and running back. They are taking a little bit of a risk.
Here we go. This first pass the ball, getting pressure, ball's released. Pick.
Oh!
We are coming like it's ready.
That was number 12.
That's Gage Sharp. He was sharp on that, sharp on the break. If he would have just caught it, he'd been sharply to the zone. I don't know how fast he is, but we would have got the ball on the other side of the 50.
He would have at least got 10, 15 yards.
I'm gonna give him 30 yards.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, Gage Sharp, good job, good play. Did you notice Michael Terry's going both ways?
Yes.
All right. We have a timeout.
Timeout. Gregory Portland. Their first charge timeout of the half.
And to your credit, LaRhon, about Michael Terry going both ways, I don't know about you, but that secondary has had a different feel with him out there.
Every time we've seen him go out there, I don't know if it's a confidence thing, but it gives their responsibility to shorten up.
Correct.
I take one guy, y'all play the rest. And now we can attack on the ball. One thing we have to be careful, though, for, right? I don't know if this timeout's called because of that play by Gage Sharp. Are they going to set him up with a double move? Because we are attacking on that secondary. We haven't seen it all year. So they're going to give us a little something to bait on and then go deep. We got to be cognizant on the back end.
100%.
You know, like you said, playoff football, playoff anything. Basketball, baseball, polo, tennis, cricket. It's a game of matchups and situations. And right now, we got to be smart, physical, and ready on this third down. If we can get off the field here, that's a win.
Oh, that's one, especially 7 minutes left in the second quarter. That is a big win.
Here we go. Gregory Portland redooms. Since Gabriel Juarez in motion, it's going to be a screen pass. Oh! Ball went through the hands.
Hey, looks like, and number 32 for the Mules, he was all over that play. Read it like Blake Killian, all over it. Hey, if he would have caught it, if number 23 for Gregory Portland would have caught it, it would have been over.
So here we go. Gregory Portland's electing to kick it again. I don't believe it.
Nah.
That's just me. That's the way you got to approach it. Was that ball thrown backwards?
Yeah, it was.
If it wasn't, the ball needs to come back because that's a live ball. Yeah, that should be another 5 yards back.
Correct. It did appear to me that the ball was
because the receiver was behind the line of scrimmage. The ball went through his hands. It wasn't on a rope. So it looks like he's going to respot the ball.
The
Good
previous
call
play
by the officials.
Was a backwards pass out of bounds. Therefore, the ball is spotted at the out-of-bounds spot, and the clock will start.
That's a play. The young man from Gregory Portland, Ryder Harrison, getting action there at receiver, will have to learn from. Here we go. Trip Johnson back at the 24-yard line, set to receive the punt. More conversation about the play. Ron Rittimann's not happy about the outcome of what took place. Let's see if Tripp can rectify it. Need a good return here. Punts, line drive, solid, returnable kick. Makes the first man miss. Gets upfield, gets around the corner, turns it, and taken out of bounds with a late hit. But I guess those white lines mean nothing. We have a player down, or are they just kneeling on the sideline? That's something weird that Gregory Portland does over there. But the Alamo Heights Mules will start their drive of the second quarter at the 28-yard line. So right here on this drive, points definitely would be a great thing. I just don't want to turn over, and I want us to drive the field. What about you, Brian?
Oh, man, we got to eat some clock. Let's get down the field. And as always, man, hey, let's put some more points up. You know,
here we go.
Leave no doubt.
Colin Ernst in the shotgun. DK to his right. Ball is handed off to DK. DK gets around the corner, gets upfield, gets to the numbers, and he's taken down at the 32-yard line.
That was a tough run, and that was number 23, Ryder Harrison, there for the stop for Gregory Portland.
I didn't realize how many two-way players that Gregory Portland have. But that was a gain of 7 by DK Garza. That's a great first down. And first down, if you could pick up 4, 5 yards, you're ahead of the chains.
100%.
Gives you tons of options here on second down. I'd like to see a deep ball, but I can't be greedy. I just want to see a good play.
Correct. Well, I mean, when you're leading, right, all of the pressure.
That's what we didn't want to see.
On, Gregory Portland. Whoa.
Once again, it's getting chippy. Billy Ayers was pushed to the ground by a Wildcat player. That should be a personal foul.
Definitely some extracurriculars taking place. And I think it's worth noting that these two teams met last year in the playoffs.
They did.
So probably not a lot of warm, fuzzy feelings.
Sorry, that was Ricky Gonzalez that was pushed to the ground. Yeah, not a lot of warm, fuzzy feelings. However, I don't know that this is a rivalry per se, right? Because to be honest,
there are 3 fouls on the play. We have holding number 71 in the offense. That penalty would be enforced 10 yards from the previous spot. We have an unsportsmanlike on number 71 on the offense. We have an unsportsmanlike on the defense as well. What number?
Hey, man, this is where I need to understand. How can you have a
unsportsmanlike on number 19 on the defense? That is each player's first unsportsmanlike, and we'll replay the down.
Okay.
So let me try to clear this up for you guys. We have a holding on 71, Ricky Gonzalez. I don't know if we have a personal foul on Ricky Gonzalez because that's confusing because he was thrown to the ground.
Correct.
Which then proceeded to be a personal foul on Gregory Portland. So we're redoing the down. It's going to be 2nd down and 15, and we'll start from there. So let's see what Coach Mike Branco dials up after that melee of mess.
Correct.
As they sort out the card and write down all the personal fouls, hopefully we can have a clean game.
Correct.
Let's put the focus on moving the ball down the field. That's one thing that I know as the O-linemen, they always want to be the big nasties and they want to bump around. But in 2023, I don't know if football plays like that anymore.
No. There's some nastiness that's been taken out of it for sure.
Here we go. Colin Ernst back with DK Garza looking to pass. Quick throw, quick game to Bennett Johnson. Nice pitch and catch. Good to see Bennett Johnson get a catch.
Wow. So it's like we
have an injury timeout on the field.
Man, I don't know if it's a turf monster or if we're just getting hit in the wrong places, but he looks like to be in agony.
Yeah, not good things taking place. And especially when setting up a deep playoff run, or would like to set up a deep playoff run, definitely don't want to see those type of things. You know, hopefully the young man is okay.
Yeah. Right now we have 5 minutes and 19 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Alamo Heights is 14, Gregport 0. You are watching Alamo Heights football on AH Sports Media. We'll be back after this commercial break.
Get ready to experience the thrill of Alamo Heights sports like never before.
AH Sports Media is your ticket for heart-pounding sports action.
Catch all of the live coverage of Alamo Heights sports events.
And exclusive insights from dedicated athletes and coaches.
Don't miss out. Turn into AH Sports Media and be part of the excitement. Alamo Heights Sports brought to you by AH Sports Media.
Your passion, our coverage.
All right, welcome back to the broadcast. As the injured player, Bennett Johnson, is up on his feet. We wish him well. Hopefully it's not a serious injury. It is 3rd down and 11 at the 37 for the Alamo Heights Mules. Colin Ernst in the backfield with DK Garza, calls for the ball. Looking to throw. Escapes to his right. And he is sacked for a loss. Not the play we wanted to see.
Definitely not the play we wanted to see.
As Kenny Rogers once said, you got to know when to hold him and know when to fold him. And right there, he should have just taken off for daylight to get anything and set up for a punt.
Know when to walk away, and by God, know when to run.
Yeah, definitely. So here we are, our second punt of the day. No, sorry, our first punt of the day, because we went for it on the last 4th down.
Correct.
We definitely aren't going for it on this 4th down.
No,
we got
not
motion.
At all. Whoa.
No,
Wow.
Whoa. See, this is what I'm not listening. I just ask questions. It don't make sense right there when you're on their side of the field.
Incredible.
You got a 14-point lead, play the field position. Now we put the defense, who hasn't been on the field in a minute, out there to get this ball back. Well, we know Greg Portland's good for at least 10 yards, and they'll get the ball inside the 15.
I got to say it, man. I got to say it. That couldn't have been intentional. No way that was a design run. That felt like I maybe lost my balance. I didn't maybe lead with the right leg or something, and the house fell down around me.
No, can't even go with that one. Most time on punts, you don't send emotion. So again, when you do things the right way, in a certain type of way, I should say, it is what it be, right? You see Greg Portland's got some new life. That's what I was
100%.
fearing. I didn't want a turnover, anything of that sort.
Oh, man.
You got to play the field position game. Maybe we saw something on film. Don't know. It is 3rd down right now for Gregory Portland. 2nd and 4, sorry. And they hand the ball off. Oh, it is capped, and it's a touchdown, Gregory Portland, by Reed Dooms.
That is unfortunate. Absolutely unfortunate.
Very much so.
I mean, they say momentum is fickle. And what we're witnessing right before our very eyes is momentum do its thing.
You said it earlier when we talked about giving the team life, right? We don't want to give them any. Now we got to go down, get our composure, drive the field. There's 3 minutes and 43 seconds left. If we can have a statement drive, as long as the drive ends with a kick, hopefully extra point.
Oh, almost blocked by number 12.
Extra point is good. Gage Sharp almost in for the block. So like I said, it's 3 minutes and 43 seconds left in the second quarter. If this next possession can end with a kick for us, I'll be happy, Kim.
Oh, 100%.
I'm sure Branko, Rittimann, they've already got something schemed up and cooked up. We just got to hope that Bennett Johnson's okay, and hopefully we get a good return.
Oh, 100%.
We haven't seen Gregory Portland kick off, so
we haven't.
We'll see what their strategy is.
Please watch the onside kick. Please watch the onside kick. After last week, I would be surprised if they didn't onside kick. Because, I mean, if you're Gregory Portland, you would much rather go into halftime with a tie ball game than give the ball back to this dangerous Mules offense who can. 3 minutes and 43 seconds. Oh, yeah, that's plenty of time for them to go and score.
Definitely. I see Coach Ron Rittimann out there coaching up his special teams. The crowd getting behind the Mules
play clock,
as they set the return with Park Zunker and Trip Johnson back deep. Michael Terry, the short back, in case there's a sky kick. Here we go, the kickoff from Gregory Portland, the sky kick.
Color me surprised.
Here we go. DK Garza, there's a parted seat. Good gain, I see Laundry. You know what that means, either blocking the back or a hold. 100%. And here we go, a hold on the Alamo Heights Mules.
Oh, man. Yeah,
So the ball would have been at the 29.5. Now it's going to be at the 14 or the 19-yard line, which is where we'll start. 3 minutes, 35 seconds remaining in the first half.
Holding, number 7 on the return team. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. First down.
And again, we see our Mules forced to drive the length of the field.
That doesn't bother me because we know we can drive.
Oh, 100%.
And when there's enough time, it's not like it's a minute 35. I'm not saying you were saying that, just saying it's a good way to end the drive. We can kill this clock and get a score.
True, but definitely unfamiliar territory.
This is where you got to tighten up a little bit. Got the ball handed off. Keeper by Colin Ernst on the right side, getting upfield. 23, Harrison.
It's like for a tough 3 yards.
Rodney Harrison.
And that'll be a tackle by Ryder Harrison.
Sorry, Ryder Harrison, yes.
Ryder Harrison.
He's had an imprint on this game.
He has.
What I've noticed is, one thing, again, when you get to this playoff level, you can't outrun everybody.
Oh, no.
So it's one of those things where this is why I was going back with formations. Sometimes it helps your runners who like to run outside set up. Right now we're in the twins. It's the same person we've been in all game for the most part. Colin Ernst calling for the ball. Clock's ticking, under 3 minutes. Looking for a pass, deep ball to Michael Terry. And call it what it is. A completion and a touchdown. I see no laundry. Touchdown, Alamo Heights Mules. Colin Ernst to Michael Terry. For an 81-yard completion.
Wow. And just like that, we said, right, when we got possession, right, 3 minutes is too much time. That is definitely too much time for this Mules offense. Honestly, 45 seconds is too much time for this Mules offense. It doesn't take much. They will go down and score.
You said it best. They will go down and score. That made me feel a little bit better. You know, in the words, as the extra point is up and good by Linus Flores, as of the words of a famous coach, Ron Rittimann once said, We do get a little bit spoiled around here. And I agree with him. Like, sometimes, these close for comfort games, is you all may have that same feelings I do watching broadcasts, is we used to blowouts. And so when it gets nip tuck or we actually have a play that didn't go the way we designed it or wanted it to go, it makes you a little itchy inside. But I can sleep at 21-7. Not say the game is over because we've left them time. We've got to just make sure we take their confidence away. I'm sure Jordan Ricker was in his booth, creating some kind of scheme to get them down. We'll see. Like, that's a good way to respond if you're the Mules.
Oh, 100%. Shows character, right? Shows grit, shows determination, all those, hyperbolic words, right? But the number one thing it shows is that this team has a lot of fight, right? They don't get rattled easily. So we're definitely gonna be interested in seeing how Gregory Portland responds.
Here we go. Linus Flores on the kick. Gregory Portland's back deep to receive. That's a high kick. Received at the 10. Look, the reverse. Looks like a block in the back that was missed. Wish we had replay sometimes.
Correct.
That was returned by number 1. Tackled by Josh Hurtado of Alamo Heights, the senior doing his due diligence.
Number 1, I think that's Brandon Coates. Brandon
Coates. He's one of Dumas's targets at receiver. But thank goodness Josh Hurtado sped down the field to make the tackle. So here we go. The defense is back on the field. They just gave up their first touchdown of the game. It's going to be a handoff. This has been the calling card of Gregory Portland as Adame powers through for a 4-yard pickup. It seems like that's their best play, is handing off to Adame.
Oh, 100%. And the thing about Adame is he isn't a power back, right? Like, he get him in open space and he can do a lot of damage. So I'm pretty sure his eyes lit up seeing about 3 mules right in his face.
Here we go, a pass by Dooms, ball's deep, and they look like they have a man open, and he just overthrows the outstretched arms for like Ryder Harrison.
And another guy all over the field on defense, offense, and a target.
We didn't mention him in key players of the game, but we were mentioning him now. He is a sophomore, so he must be their up-and-coming young buck like our Trip Johnson. They are feeding him the ball. Number 23, Ryder Harrison. He plays both ways.
Which we mentioned earlier, there's quite a few of these guys who play both ways. It's going to be interesting seeing how
the second half holds up, right?
Exactly.
Here we go with 2 minutes and 1 second remaining in the second quarter. 3rd down and 6 for Gregory Portland. Reed Dooms on the roll. Getting pressured. Fumble. Ball is out. Ball is out. And recovered by the Alamo Heights Mules. That is not a pass. Sorry, people at home. I got to help people down on the field, but that was not a pass. That was a fumble. Ray Charles said it. I see it. Stevie Wonder has no wondering. That was a fumble, but we do have a flag on the play for Lord who knows what.
Oh, man. That was 100% a fumble.
If I'm animated, it's because I'm saturated with the disappointment of what I saw on the field.
5-yard penalty or spot foul. Lost it down. 4th down.
They called it wasn't a pass. They just called intentional grounding when the man fumbled the ball. Arm did not go forward. Looking at the replay would say otherwise, or would confirm that, but now we have a punt. It is 4th down and 10 from the 12, and Trip Johnson's back to receive. The punt is low. He coughs it up, and Gregory Portland gets it back. Self-inflicted wounds, man.
And that would be number 26, Richard Brown, there on the fumble recovery to give Gregory Portland
new life
with 1 minute and 40 left to go in the half.
The good thing is I believe in our defense. We got to just, bend but don't break. Don't bend it off if we can. But let's get back at them. Here we go.
Well, I don't know about you, LaRhon, but I sure would like momentum to make up its mind.
Well, I have to remind myself it's a playoff game. We don't get this practice all year. The last time I felt this way was Seguin. That was in August. Oh, here we go. Gregory Portland's trying to run. Our defense may be, I wouldn't say gassed, but a little befuddled. We need to settle down. Right now, if I was Rittimann, I'd call a timeout. I think they're doing that now. Nope, they marked the ball ready for play. as Gregory Portland is going fast.
Oh, 100%.
The ball's handed off again, and
another fumble.
We got the ball back. Fall down, fall down.
And that is a fumble recovery by number 29. That would be.
When I said these two teams were equal, I didn't mean the man in the mirror.
Bacon.
This is the man in the mirror game, right?
Oh, 100%.
It's like what we do, they do. What they do, we do. It's like this got me on the edge. I'm gonna need a Coke because I'm gonna need to settle down a little bit. But yeah, Max Bacon found a way to recover the fumble.
Sizzling.
I didn't get to see the angle who popped the ball out, but kudos to them. Mules defense still defending 21-7.
Please reset the 25-second clock.
Alamo Heights Mules are up. This is 8 Sports Media. You're watching a great game here. It's 1:24 left. Let's see what this offense does, Brian.
Let's see. Again, 1:24 seconds. That's too much time. That's too much time for this offense.
Directing DK Garza to get to his right side. Colin Ernst calling for the ball. It looks like Gregory Portland's coming to blitz. What do we have? False start?
Looks like it's going to be false start on the offense. Although.
False start. Number 71 in the offense.
It definitely
penalty.
looked like
Still first
number
down.
31 on Gregory Portland's side jumped into the neutral zone.
Listen, I'm glad you saw that because I don't want to say it all game long. For every action, there's
Please
a
reset
reaction,
the play
and that
game
one shouldn't have
clock
been a flag.
to 1:24 seconds.
Now, for what it's worth, we're not on the field, but we got some pretty good seats.
We got a good vantage point.
And from what I saw, I saw a neutral zone infraction.
What I will say is we got the same view they have. The difference is we're willing to see it.
Correct. Hey.
So here we go. 31's on the edge. They're trying to bring pressure from different points. Colin Ernst looking to run or throw, and the ball's deep.
Getting to Michael Terry with the target.
And it looks like it's intercepted or knocked down.
Okay.
Ball was incomplete. They are doubling Michael Terry. This is why we got to look to the right side of Zunker or to Hurtado.
Yep. I mean, I hear you.
I almost thought that Colin was going to take that one and run because there was zero pressure in that one. They definitely had bailed out.
And he had a good 10 to 15 yards of real estate right in front of him.
Right now it's second down to 15, 1:19 to go. 17 to go in the second quarter.
Timeout. Gregory Portland.
Gregory Portland takes a
timeout.
timeout, which is odd because the clock was stopped. So there's something they saw, there's something they want to do or take advantage of. Coach Mack out there asking the officials probably to watch for the handsiness on the receivers. He did it gracefully. So right now, if you're Coach Mike Branco, we need some juice. We need a shock play because if you can shock the system going into halftime, that definitely helps lighten the load. Don't mean the game's over. It just gives you a cushion that you can work with.
Correct. I mean, and no matter what, 21-7 at halftime, you got to be feeling pretty good. Question is, do you play it safe, right? Like, do we try to eat clock? If we get the first, that's great. If we don't, that's fine. Give Gregory Portland the ball back with 30, 40 seconds left in the game.
Well, right now, you try to get 8 yards, right? You try to make it third and manageable.
Correct.
And then you try to pick up the first down. But in that whole thing, if you run the ball here on second, guess what happened? The clock's running. Gregory Portland only has one more timeout remaining. So they can't really stop the clock. You can still kill the clock, but you got to be effective in this next play right here. Colin Ernst with DK Garza to his left. We're going to run with Colin Ernst. I see a little hold on the right side. If they call it, it wouldn't be shocking. Colin Ernst picks up the first. He picks up a chunk of yardage, gets the first down.
3rd and 1. Looks like he
they're going to 3rd and 1? Nah, I see him moving the chains.
Oh, they're moving the chains, so he got it. Okay.
Ball's marked ready for play with 1:09 to go. Colin Ernst is calling for a play on the sideline to confirm. Looking deep. Looking on the move. Throws the ball on a dart. Ball is caught by Josh Hurtado.
Josh Hurtado.
He's still perfect on the year. He's 4 for 4 in receiving yards or receptions.
Timeout. Alamo Heights.
And if Alamo Heights takes a timeout, that's a good call. 50 seconds remaining. And definitely got to be playing at least for the field goal.
Oh, 100%. 100%, man. Gotta go get out of this, if possible, with some points. If we can eat up some clock and we get out 21-7, that's great. But you feel much better if it's 24-7.
We'll be back after this commercial.
Get ready to experience the thrill of Alamo Heights sports like you've never seen it before.
AH Sports Media is your ticket to live action sports.
Catch all the live coverage of Alamo Heights sports events.
And exclusive insight from dedicated coaches and athletes.
Don't miss out. Be sure to tune in to AH Sports Media to be part of the action.
Welcome back. We're back after the timeout. The Alamo Heights Mules are back on the field. We have 50 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Second down and 2. Colin Ernst is in the shotgun with DK Metcalf to his right. Josh Hurtado and Pac Zunker up top. Another pass play going deep. And I see just missed Pac Zunker. That would have been a big play, Brian.
And just off his fingertips.
That was actually a pretty ball thrown by Colin Ernst. Man, if he had one more step, that would have been, I don't know if it would have been a touchdown because the man was in his hip pocket, but it would have been a nice gainer. So that sets it up for third down and 2. Still able to get the first down. The clock is stopped. It'll be an interesting call here. Might be a Colin Ernst keeper, maybe a DK handoff. We haven't seen that in a minute. It's a Colin Ernst keeper, blocker in front, and
he got it.
He is marked at the sticks. First down, Alamo Heights Mules. Colin Ernst carry. Here we go. We're in hurry-up offense. We're set. Colin Ernst calls for the ball. Looking deep again. Oh, we have either a false start or offsides. They're calling a false start on Alamo Heights.
False start, number 86 of the offense. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
We've been kind of sloppy today, Brian.
Yeah. The mental mistakes.
26 seconds left. We need about, for a decent field goal shot, we probably need another 20 yards. I know Linus, who's our field goal kicker and extra point guy and kickoff guy, says he feels comfortable about at 50. With 25 more yards, that puts us about 45 to 46 yards. I just need some cushion. You know, he may be good at 50. I'm great at 45.
Yeah.
And so if that's what we're playing for, that'd be great to see because we haven't seen that all season.
Correct. I mean, the shorter the yardage, the better. Like, I know, Flores would feel good at about 50 yards. I wouldn't. I wouldn't feel good at that yardage. I'm glad he's that's one thing about Linus, man. He's never short on
By rule, because the false start stopped the clock, there should be a 10-second runoff. Alamo Heights has elected to take a timeout to keep from burning the 10-second runoff. Therefore, we have a timeout, Alamo Heights. That is their third and final timeout of the half.
As you can see, there's going to be a 10-second runoff, bringing us to 16 seconds. And when we come back after the timeout, after this commercial break, we'll catch you up to speed.
Get ready to experience the thrill of Alamo Heights sports like you've never seen it before.
AH Sports Media is your ticket to the heart-pounding action.
Catch all the live coverage of Alamo Heights sports events. And exclusive insights from dedicated athletes and coaches.
Don't miss out. Tune to AH Sports Media and be part of the excitement.
Alamo Heights Sports brought to you by AH Sports Media.
Your passion, our coverage.
All right, we're back. So to clear up, we will not have a 10-second runoff. Alamo Heights elected to take the timeout. Colin Ernst drops back, looking deep. Ball over the middle. Ball is caught in stride by Josh Hurtado at the 6-yard line, 7-yard line. What a pass, what a catch. The Mules are on the move, and we are grooving, baby.
Incredible.
Way to clock the ball with 13 seconds. This is, man, if this was a surgeon, this surgery would be successful right now. I can tell you that for sure. Let's see what we do next.
You know, there's talk about, you know, quarterbacks putting the ball where only their receiver can catch it and nobody else. That was special. What a play by Colin Ernst to Joshua Hurtado.
I've been not critical. I've been very pointed with Colin about, hey, having the ball and the mechanics and the footwork. He's answered the call today. His throws have been on point and crisp. So here we go. It is first down and 13 at the 6. Roll out for Ernst, looking left, looking right. Time's ticking, get rid of the ball. Ball's thrown out of bounds. Smart play, 7 seconds to go. We have about 1 play left in this. Third down. It looks like I don't know what's up with the distance because it can't be 13 is goal.
Yeah, it's definitely second and goal.
It is third and goal. Third and goal. Colin Ernst in the shotgun. DK Metcalf to his left. 7 seconds remaining in the quarter and the half. Ball's up. Fade.
Oh.
Intercepted. Off the back. That will end the half. That's the one pass that Colin needed to get up. Michael Terry's a jumper. That was a little short.
And that was Braden Flores.
And there should have been pass interference on that play, just to be honest with you, because the DB that was directly guarding Michael Terry.
Personal foul. Late hit out of bounds, number 72 in the offense. That will be halftime, but that foul will carry over to the second half on the kickoff.
Again, another penalty on the Mules. Number 72, Jackson Hildebrand, was penalized with a late hit out of bounds. That penalty will be assessed on the kickoff return on the second half. Well, Brian, all right, Brian, let's talk a little bit about the first half. We'll have the rest of our halftime report after the Mules band performance. Right now, it's a weird feeling right now. The way that half ended was not very good. The drive down was amazing. It was exciting, but it feels like we always have this taste in our mouth of like,
This gives me a lot of Harlandale vibes, right? Where it seems like a lot of self-inflicted wounds, right? Or almost like we're Santa Claus handing out Christmas gifts, right? This game should be, you can make the argument that it should be 28-0.
It should be 28-0. I concur. We gifted them the 7 points.
Correct.
Right? The great thing is we're resilient. We bounced back and made it 21-7. We kept that cushion of 14 points. What I love about the Mules is I know we're going at halftime. They're going to make the adjustments necessary.
The adjustments are coming.
And then we're going to go there. My major concern is Patrick Arriaga and Bennett Johnson. Make sure they're healthy.
Correct.
And if we clean up these penalties, that'll be really good. Right now what we're going to do is we're going to step aside. We're going to play some interviews by our players, and we'll have interviews from our community. We'll see you when we get back. Welcome to AH Sports Media, another edition of Player Interviews. Today, we have senior Gage Sharp, senior Cortland Hanna. You get the theme. It's all about the seniors. Gage, Cortland, welcome to the show today. Quick questions for you guys. You're a senior. It's playoffs. What's the first thing that comes to mind?
We got to go hard. This is our last chance. We got to bring it. We got to this point working hard. We got 10-0. We're doing good. We got to keep it going as long as we can.
Gage, same for you. What's coming to your mind right now?
I mean, we've been working for this since July. You know, Coach has been preaching about this, and I think we're ready for this opportunity. Gotcha.
When Coach is preaching at you, what's going through your mind today, the last practice before game, walk through? What are you going through? What motions are you trying to nail down so you know game day you're ready?
You know, we're really locking in, little butterflies here and there, but, just going over the plays, going over everything, making sure we're good. So in game time, we know exactly what to do.
So the past couple of weeks I've been noticing you've really been stepping up your play as a DB. What do you attribute to that?
and my teammates, you know, just egging me on, my coaches, you know, I kind of got thrown into the job mid-season. They've just been doing a great job of just helping me learn the plays and the coverages, and it's really paid off.
Awesome. Cortland, same for you. You're opposite of Lauren Christensen, another senior. What do you feel like your role and responsibility as a linebacker or D lineman is for this team this week?
I feel like me and Lauren have a huge role in stopping the pass. We're on the line, we gotta get in there, we gotta get a good pass rush, and it's a lot on us to make sure the QB doesn't have time to throw the ball. And we have to make sure every single play we're going hard because we don't know when it's gonna be our last play.
Awesome. There you have it. The players on the defensive side of the ball have spoken. Gage Sharp, Cortland Hanna, look for them on game day. They're hungry and they're ready and they're prepared. Welcome, AH Sports Media. Interviews today, part 2. We have offensive guys, seniors. There's a theme to this. Today we have Josh Dotato, wide receiver, Park Zunker, wide receiver. Guys, game day. It's here. What are we thinking?
Yeah, we're just really excited to get the opportunity to play in the playoffs. Our coaches have gone us every step of the way there. We're trusting them, trusting our players, and all we have to do is execute.
Yeah, like we know everything that we need to do. We know the plays. It's just refining at this point. Just repetitions and practice every day, making sure every single part of every single play is just right.
So you're working on not necessarily perfection, but just masterful execution. That's cool. Your role as a receiver and your role aren't always the same. Tell me what you're bringing to the table in the offense, and then we'll get to you, Josh.
So this year, our offense really adopted the ground and pound. So we're heavy run this year. So obviously a lot of blocking on the outside. But then we also do throw in those big shot plays. So you have to be ready to just block your man and then go out for a deep pass.
Josh, as a blocker, tell me how do you get up for that? Do you get a lineman's mentality and think pancakes, or are you just thinking like, hey, I want to make sure I'm not the guy who gets my running back or quarterback tackled in the play?
First thing I'm thinking is just do my job. So get to the person I need to block and get the job done. After that, we can have a little fun with it.
Gotcha. So last year, you made it to the playoffs with the team, both of you. How was this year different for you personally?
I feel this year we just have more responsibility, and I think it's relied upon the relationships we have with our teammates. So I think the relationships that we have can help us build it, and the trust and layers can help us succeed farther.
Gotcha. Tomorrow, today, next week, nothing's promised. So what level of nerves do you have right now in the pit of your stomach?
Honestly, I'm not nervous right now because I know that we know how to go out there and execute. It's just a matter of getting it on that field and just going out, no nerves, and just hitting them in the mouth.
Awesome. There you have it. The offensive players are ready. They feel prepared. They're listening to their coaches. That's what all you need to have is AH Sports Media covering your players here live.
Hi, I'm Sarah Holmes, and I teach English at the high school, and I help power the profile by teaching students how to have a healthy sense of self. I can buy myself flowers. That one? Come on, you gotta know that one. You're clearly not on the same side of TikTok that I am.
What does personalization mean exactly?
So it's a lot of things. It's where we do our character development, any kind of lessons that the school wants us to push out or things that we just kind of need to hear. They get all of those things done in a 20-minute span of time. But then it's also about like building relationships with students to students, but also teacher to student. We also have a lot of fun. No, don't be looking back there. Then turn around. We're not sharing answers. Sarah Holmes with KSAT 12 News. Take your stickers, place them where they need to go, and then you may dig in the prize box. I get to know a lot about the kids during this time. We engage in little quick conversations, and I'm also like a helpful resource and tool for them in whatever it is they're doing in life. I get it's not every teacher's kind of personalization routine, but they need breaks from the academic curriculum that we have here, and it creates a sense of healthy balance, and it shows them, especially as they're getting ready to go to college, if we need a brain break to refocus and reset, that all happens in this class.
From the day that they enter her classroom, she creates an environment that
is welcoming, that is inclusive, and that shows that she truly cares about each student.
I really love the environment, how you walk in and it's a very open conversation. You know, it's never like quiet, the air is never stale, something's always going on. You can always like talk to everyone else in here.
It means having balance. It means knowing knowing your strengths, knowing your weaknesses, know how to take your weaknesses, develop those into strengths, giving yourself grace, allowing others grace. All of that is all wrapped up in one.
We are really excited to be coming to you for our first episode of On Location here in the Mule Dome the Thursday morning prior to our first home football game. We are going to highlight an incredible tradition that Coach Rittimann has brought to Alamo Heights, and I want you to join me in the locker room just to see a small snapshot.
These are the players that picked you as an influencer or a hero or somebody that has impacted their career here, their life.
Joining us for this episode is our athletic director, head football coach, Coach Rittimann. I am so excited about what we just saw in the locker room. Tell our viewers just a little bit about the background.
Yeah, so we have a tradition. We let our varsity football players each pick a very influential teacher that's been in their career through school. And they come down this morning and they get to actually put all the logos and decals onto the varsity football players' helmets. And so when they come to the game and see those young men running around on the field, they really feel a part of it, and they've done something other than be great teachers in the classroom. Now they're out here supporting them in their athletic adventures.
It's just a great experience for not only the kid to be able to reach out to the teacher of their influence, but also for the teacher to know that those kids do really enjoy their class, appreciate their class, and then they get to be part of putting those decals on, and they get to be a part of the Friday night experience also. They come and they sit in the stands and watch the game, and they can also say, hey, not only is that player doing good, I put those decals on that helmet.
It's been just a great honor, and I'm very excited to be here. That you're like their teacher forever. I think it's just amazing.
I see the students in the classroom year after year, but to see them in a different element or see where they also learn and grow is pretty exciting.
I think it's so special for our teachers to really see the impact and the influence that they have over our students' lives. And so we're gonna be cheering you on Friday night. Can't wait to get to the game, and we invite all of you to be there and to cheer on our mules as well.
It's a great day to be a mule.
Mules up.
Hi, I'm Michael McElrath, or Coach Mack, and I power the profile of a learner by employing skills for life. I know you got this. For one tally mark, drum roll please. Woo, that's pretty good. When I think about employing skills for life, I really think about the challenges and adversities that students may face later down the road, and presenting those challenges to them now so they have the confidence and know that they have the support to not only surpass whatever faces them down the road, but to do so with the confidence to be like, you know what, I got this, and I can persevere. Where are the conquistadors from? Spain. Again? Spain. Again? Spain. Boom, there we go. Say it with some confidence, Spain. As adults, we've all been through a junior high classroom before, and we kind of know those anxious feelings that we may have had as students or that we may see in our present students. And I think it's important, that's the way we start the school year every year, is we let the students know not only are they supported, not only will they be encouraged, but this is a stress-free class. You're not here to have anxiety, you're here to learn and have fun while you're doing it. I think they feel that and they know that, so I think that gives them room to not only grow and flourish, but take those chances or those opportunities to make a mistake, because they know ultimately failure leads to success, and that we're not here to make them feel bad about themselves. We're only here to help encourage them. This is going to be for you since you are a Packers fan, and I know why Mr. Diorio picked you now. I know why he picks you, okay.
Coach Mack, he teaches us to do good at everything you do in life, and to be strong and confident about it.
so that helps me with most things.
It kind of reminds me of like the sports I play because it's like that feeling, and he's also a coach. He makes sure that we understand it, and if we don't understand it, then he makes sure that we do.
The rapport that I build with the students, and just seeing them, like you said, grow and fulfill their destinies, that's the biggest reward I could ask for.
Please stand for the Alamo Heights fight song.
back to the commercials when you get a chance. They're done. We were just on Matt. Did you play Holmes? Welcome back to the Alamo Heights versus Gregory Portland area round 2 playoff game. This is the halftime report. I'm your host, LaRhon Fields, my co-partner, Brian Monet. Brian, we just went down to the bowels of the stadium, and the energy is amazing in this building today. How would you assess the first half?
Oh, man. So the first half would be assessed by saying one word and one word only. Not even one word, one phrase. What's going on? Oh,
what's going on?
Exactly. The score should be 28-0, right? The only reason why, not even the only reason, let me not give in too much to hyperbole, right? But the 7 points was a gift, right? We all saw it. It was a punt, didn't go, or maybe it was we went for it, but it didn't go as it was supposed to. Ball ended up going back into the hands of Gregory Portland. A couple short plays later, they scored, right? Could have been 28 points, but we had the interception in the end zone as we ended the half, right? So we can't be giving away freebies, right? We said it a couple weeks ago, right? Can't play with our food. What we need to see out of Alamo Heights going into the second half is to finish the fight, right? We started the game testing each other out, filling each other out, right? Almost like a carefully curated boxing match. We landed some really decisive punches, but we allowed our opponent to get off the mat, right? It's time to finish the match.
You said it as better than I could. We landed some haymakers. I feel like we're still in control of this game, but you know, like I know, football is a game of momentum. It's a tale of two halves. If we can get this half, like the first half, without all the mistakes, I like our chances. If you're Gregory Portland, you got to preach, we're still in this.
Oh, 100%.
If you're Alamo Heights, you got to finish the fight, right? The game, it had a weird feeling. Yes, we're up by 14, but it doesn't feel like it.
It doesn't feel that way. I'm getting flashbacks, almost like PTSD whiplash from last week's 28-14 halftime score, where we were winning, but it didn't feel that way. Now, as Coach Rittimann said, could we be being spoiled? Maybe this spoiled comfort life is permeating throughout the program, the school, and the community, right? So maybe we are being a little spoiled, but we can't be giving out freebies.
I used to be spoiled. I even said I felt like, yes, I'm getting that spoiled. But what I would say to you is this: we both know football.
Correct.
So it's not about spoiled as much as it is the expectation, the standard of the program.
Correct.
What we're definitely capable of and what we're seeing. And those things aren't coalescing together. We have the big plays, right? We've driven the ball. We've done a lot of things, but yes. I wish the scoreboard said 28 points. The way we ended the half was indicative of the feeling. We drove the ball flawlessly down the field. We had some penalties that pushed us back. We got the ball to the 6-yard line.
To the 6.
And we had the turnover.
Yeah.
Then we ended with the penalty. It's like, geez, if we just get rid of the penalties and the mental mistakes, the physical errors, we would be grand.
Well, and honestly, man, it almost feels like it got to be said. We haven't been playing to the standard, right? It's this whole shooting ourselves in the foot, playing unclean, undisciplined football isn't what's expected of a program of Alamo Heights caliber.
Here come the Mules.
And to be leading 21-7 and not be meeting the standard, right, is a blessing, right? Now, we might not get away with that if we don't make those necessary corrections as we start the second half. So definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, adjustments have to be made. We got to play more. We got to play clean. Stop all the stupid penalties. Stop the undisciplined play, the shoving, pushing, and jawing with the other team. Nah, do your talking with the scoreboard.
And
right?
your pads the right way.
There's no better smack talk than to point to the scoreboard and walk off the field.
Quickly, what do you want to see from the offense?
So, what I want to see is we've been getting some production with the run, right? We don't necessarily have to get cute on offense, right? We don't necessarily have to take the deep passes. We have the lead as 21-7. Continue to establish the run, play clean. I want to see a little bit more push from the offensive front. You know, we've been getting enough push, right? But I want to see our offensive line dominate the line of scrimmage. And from defense, keep doing what you're doing. They've been playing phenomenal football. They've been playing great football.
They've been decent.
Yeah,
like,
they've
you can't complain,
been
right?
good, right?
They pitched almost a shutout.
Correct.
So here we go. 12 minutes in the third quarter. The second half is underway. Alamo Heights is set to receive the ball. In hindsight and foresight, the penalty really doesn't hurt us, right? Because they're kicking from the 45, our 45. And so the ball's going to be onside kicked. But they can't be the first one to touch it, and they did because we didn't come up to get the ball.
Wow.
Went 10 yards. Did it go 10 yards?
I don't think it went 10 yards. I don't think it went 10 yards.
I'm confused. With the penalty, right? Like, what's 10 yards? But
correct.
They literally, it looked like it went 10 yards, and they hopped on it. We never even attacked.
I'm going to say it went like
But
7.
they did block us from even touching the ball, like a little small convoy of players. So we wouldn't even have the ability to touch the ball.
Correct.
So let's see what the officials who are huddled up are discussing and see what they report back. All right, they're still talking it over. It looks like Alamo Heights offense is still on the field. So whatever they're convening about will be interesting.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be on Gregory Portland.
It's a long conversation for a play that's rudimentary. See, whenever I see officials do all this talking, it's like, okay, your guy did this, and the other team did that, so we're going to call it even and
There
just
was
move
a
the ball where it's
violation
at. How do you feel?
for illegal touching on the kicking team before the ball went 10 yards. There was a penalty for illegally blocking before the ball went 10 yards. That penalty is declined. Alamo Heights is elected to take the ball at the illegal touching spot. It will be first down.
All right, let's translate what he just said. Alamo Heights ball, first down to go. We'll figure out the down and distance as soon as they let us know.
Oh, man.
So there was illegal touching on the onside kick. Then
Please
there was
reset
illegal
the clock
blocking,
to 12 minutes.
which was declined. So Coach Rim is elected to take the ball at the spot of the first foul. So it will be first down and 10 at the Alamo Heights 47-yard line. If you got that algebraic equation, please open up a tutoring center for students near you. Colin Ernst in the shotgun, called for the ball, hands it to DK, fakes the keep, DK around the corner, tripped up for a gain of 2 yards. There is Gabriel Juarez on the tackle for Gregory Portland. It's interesting, we're still trying to go wide, and we're getting 2 yards on the width. We haven't tried pounding the rock up the middle, which is intriguing.
Yeah, it really is, because oftentimes we see, especially from Alamo Heights, we get our best down and distance between the tackles.
Here we go, second down and 8 from the 38. Colin Ernst calling for the snap. Colin Ernst with the keeper. Colin Ernst is kind of
his own man.
Bottled up and then bounces forward for like another 2-yard, 3-yard gain.
Looks like it's going to be.
Looks like we're going to be at third down and 5.
Tackle made by number 60. That is Gabriel Trujillo from Gregory Portland.
Actually, third down and 4, if I'm not mistaken. Definitely going to be a quasi-genius call here on third down and 4 because we've only got 2 yards per carry. So if we throw it, intriguing.
Doesn't look like Alamo Heights is hiding what they planning to do.
It looks like a fake handoff to Terry, but there's pressure from behind. Gregory Portland has sniffed out Colin Ernst. This is where, again, This is where I would like to see us go into our bag and come up with some kind of misdirection, because wherever 10 runs, the whole team's running.
Correct.
Wherever 2 runs, the whole team's running.
Correct.
We got to figure that part out, because you're not going to get those conversions. And this is where I talk about, you got to get at least 2 first downs on your first drive to flip the field.
100%.
Here we go, Michael Terry with the punt. It is fair caught at the 29 by Ryder Harrison. Gregory Portland will start their drive there.
And if you're Gregory Portland, you got to be feeling good about that defensive possession, right? They were able to successfully bottle up and, for all intents and purposes, contain that Alamo Heights dangerous rushing attack. So if I'm the offensive coordinator, if I'm the coach, you got to get out. You got to get away from this series with some points, because ultimately time will not be on their side.
Reed Dooms hands it off to their power back, Cody Adame. See the difference is what I mean by, like, they're going up the guts. They're taking it straight to the middle, and they're trying to get through the strength of our defense, the heart and soul. 100%. If we can do the same thing, I know that would demoralize them.
They're running right at us. Like, for all the good that our defensive done, they are playing unafraid, which is impressive.
Another handoff to Cody Adame, who was stopped this time.
By a gang
went
of
to the
mules.
cookie jar one time too many. Patrick Arriaga busted through for the tackle. Sets up for an intriguing Gregory Portland 3rd down and 3. In this situation, we've seen them use the quarterback. I take it back. It's longer than 3. It's like 3rd down and 5.
Mm-hmm.
They've used the quarterback to run. They've done screen game. They've done tunnel screen game. It'll be intriguing to see if they go to the pass or the ground on this one.
What I am most surprised by is number 28.
A handoff. And that goes nowhere fast. Blow the whistle, no progress.
I mean, if
that's an interesting spot there.
Correct.
It's amazing where they spot the ball and the man never even got there. I'm just throwing it out there.
True.
4th down and 3.
Definitely surprised to not see number 28 in for that run. Like, who is their power back? That's their, like, if I need someone who's going to give me 4 yards on an accident, right, that would be him, and they elected to not bring him in the personnel.
Watch for the fake here. I agree with you and hear you, but I will say Adame's been doing a decent job.
True. He has.
But you can't go the wishing well 3 times in a row. Ball is punted. Last time Trip Johnson had a turnover here. This time we don't have a turnover, as no one was set back to return. The Mules start with the ball back to where they just had the ball at the 34-yard line. So, as we're used to seeing here, Brian, the Mules come out, we go, and then the second drive is like, wow! Like, I'm hoping there's a wow factor on this drive. Here's a unique formation, but not really. We have twins left with a full house backfield. Colin Ernst, DK Metcalf, and Michael Terry. Looks like a nice run play. And there we go. Michael Terry on the run. Breaks through an arm tackle.
And
picks up 6 yards.
And definitely want to give a shout out to number 4. Michael Terry with the run, but number 4 with the block.
Is that Colin Reynolds?
Yes, it is.
Shout out to Colin Reynolds, who likes to hook him. He's the Arch Manning fan club president.
Correct. He did tell me, he was like, Mr. Monette, you got to call me out on the broadcast. So I see you, 4. I see you.
Oh, high snap control by Colin Ernst. Picks it up and goes forward, runs, stutter steps, and gains 2 yards. He saved a disaster and turned it into a 2-yard gain. Here we go, another 3rd down play, Brian. What can we expect here on the 3rd and short?
So what I would expect the Mules to do is to continue to do what they do best. What makes the most sense to me would be an inside run, potentially by Colin Ernst. That's something that we've seen a lot of success with in the past, and I think it would work in this scenario.
Here we go. Michael Terry busted up the gut, almost got loose. Mules first down.
Nice tough run by the junior running back, Michael Terry III, to move the chains.
That's all you could ask for. 2 first downs, then start cooking. Right now, we hot and fresh in the kitchen, but it's prep time.
Oh, 100%.
Look, I don't know if you weren't here early in the year. I kept telling people, my favorite time of the year is right now, Thanksgiving. Your boy's going to be in the kitchen cooking up something that won't be a mystery. It's going to be something nice. So let's get this meal on the same menu plan and get going.
100%.
Another handoff. Oh, keeper, way to suck it in, get outside, get wide, and get loose with it.
He's gone.
Number 10 getting juice with it.
He's gone.
The juice box
to the house
for a touchdown for your Mules.
Colin Ernst in space. Gone.
Slow and steady. They all, look, 4 guys jumped on Michael Terry with the fake, and Colin Ernst pulled it out like a magician, and the rabbit out the hat hits the end zone, a place he is all too familiar with.
Six points, count them. 6 points on, and Linus Flores to add 1 more.
Extra point up, extra point is good. Your Alamites Mules 28, Gregory Portland 7. With 5 minutes and 44 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter, you are watching Alamo Heights playoff football on AH Sports Media. All right, here we go. Linus Flores set to kick it off. Kicks it somewhat deep, but not really. And the ball is bumbled around into a crowd of Wildcats. Still a little skirmishing on the field. I guess there's no love lost here. Number 6, Henry Bruton on the tackle. We will have 1st and 10 Wildcats from the 31-yard line, it appears. The ball is marked, ready for play. Gregory Portland set to get his 2nd opportunity in the half. Drop backs escapes the sack, throws it. Ball is incomplete, intended for number 1 of the Wildcats.
And there goes that dangerous mule rush, number 30 for Alamo Heights, making sure to get a hand on him. Even though he didn't bring him down, you got to believe that Dom's is going to be thinking about that hand on the next drive.
Brandon Coates was the intended receiver on that last play. But as you said it, they loaded up and came hot. Now Gregory Portland's dropping back to pass a lot.
There he goes again.
Screen game, taking advantage of our rush. Got a trail of blockers in front, but tackle from behind and stuck at the 47-yard line. That was a great play call by the Wildcats.
100%. Taking advantage of that aggressive front seven, we see Cody Adame, number 5, moving the chains.
Great hustle by George Hell and Michael Terry on the tackle.
Getting a
Ball
piece
is
of the
strung
action.
out and tackled here on this drive. They're working Cody Adame like a workhorse today.
Oh, 100%.
Patriarga must be back. That's his second tackle.
Here comes number 28, that workhorse.
Well,
Warriors.
Adame does need a break.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Great Portland set up nice. They got Ryder Harrison, Cody Adame. They're both sophomores. Here we go with the handoff to Juarez, up the gut. He is pulled back saying, no, thank you, Jack. I still love how we spot these guys a yard, and the man barely hit the line of scrimmage. Oh, to be thankful at Thanksgiving.
Oh, man. You know, they say Christmas is the most wonderful time of the year, but I got to agree with you.
According to you, listen to Christmas music the day after Halloween. I mean,
hey, look, I love Christmas, but hey, I'm also, look, I'm a bigger dude. I like to eat too.
Hey,
my turkey is already ready. Look, it's getting there.
You got 2 turkeys. One's about to pop out sooner than the other turkey. Here we go.
Oh, yeah, sooner
Gregory
than I
Portland.
think.
Uh-oh. It was 3rd down. Now we have a flag on the play.
False start.
False start.
Number
on
62
Gregory
of the
Portland.
offense.
On the offense.
5-yard
Number
penalty.
62
Still
of
3rd
Gregory
down.
Portland.
You know, LaRon, it's 3 minutes and 56 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. We talked about, you know, Alamo Heights and their self-inflicted wound. You know, if you're Gregory Portland, you can't have these type of penalties either because the clock is not on your side.
Not just the clock, momentum, right?
Correct.
Like, there's 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in this 3rd quarter, so time is ticking. You're right. They need to convert here. Pass play, pressure, pass play, intended for Ryder Harrison. It was too long.
You know, as a Mules fan, I have an appreciation for Gregory Portland overthrowing their receivers. But this has been a consistent pattern all night of, you know, just Doms and his receiving core not necessarily looking like they're on the same page. It almost makes you wonder, is the Mule Rush getting to him?
No, if they're on the same page, he just doesn't have the touch to that. The man was open, right?
Mm-hmm.
He didn't put air underneath it for his receiver to be able to run under it and keep going. They had the DB beat. Punt here for Gregory Portland. Trip Johnson back to receive. He catches it. He's arm wrestled and tackled down. Maybe that was a good time to do the fair catch. But now we have the Mules with the ball at the 14-yard line, setting up for the offense.
And that was number 5, Cody Adame again.
All
with
over
the
the field.
All over the field.
When you want your best players on the field, you want to. And he's clearly one of their better players. Like I said, he's a sophomore.
A sophomore getting this type of play time.
The pass that was intended the last play for Gregory Portland, a sophomore, Ryder Harrison. So Cody and Ryder, Dooms is a junior, so you have this future coming back. Let's see what the Mules do on this possession. Colin Ernst calls the ball. We got pressure on the left side. Keeper, nope, hand it off. Try to go up the gut. Not much there. So the clock, if you're the Mules, the clock's on your side. But you still got to get 2 first downs to flip the field. We're in dangerous territory. Last time we were this close to the goal line, what happened, Brian?
Didn't work out too well.
Not for us, it didn't. It worked out for them, but it didn't work out for us. Right here, I wouldn't even contemplate taking a shot. I'd be focused on getting these next tough 10 yards to get the clock turning and get momentum. We see Park Zunker down at the bottom, Michael Terry at the top of your screen. One-on-one coverage at the top. I don't see any pressure from Portland. Drop back, we are up. Nope, run. Pass, thrown over the middle. Caught by Michael Terry at the 48-yard line.
What a catch and the stare down as he walks back to his huddle.
I will say Michael Terry's atone for last week when he had the 3 drops. That was a sure-handed catch. Him and Colin Ernst were on the same page. Colin Ernst playing it dangerously in the pocket, lets it fly. Nice ball thrown. handsy catch and completion. That's what you're looking for. That's a shock play. 2 minutes and 7 seconds left in the third quarter. Alamo Heights 28. Gregory Portland 7. Colin Anderson the shotgun. Flanked to his left and right by Michael Terry and DK Garza. Calls for the ball. Hands it to Terry. Terry goes outside, gets upfield, and this man's trying to hurdle.
He's gone.
He is
gone.
On his way to pay dirt.
Mama, 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 there goes that man. Timothy himself, Michael Terry the third, 4-6. Incredible.
Extra point is good by Linus Flores, who's getting a lot of work today. Kickoffs, extra points. We always try to get the hat trick in, right? We thought we were going to get a hat trick with a field goal today, but so far it's been deemed unnecessary.
Completely.
How would we sum up that drive? Was that a statement drive? Was that on the coffin drive, or was that just? I mean, we can't take our foot off the gas. We got to keep going.
No. That was a, in the words of my daughters, a happy play, right?
Okay.
You want to clean your plate, right? You know, we said earlier, Alamo Heights has shown this should be 42-0, right? It's clear that, you know, in terms of team dynamics, right, that Alamo Heights is the better team on the field today, right? But it's still the playoffs. But stakes are still high. But to quote old football cliches, any given Saturday, as it is Saturday, anything can happen. So you got to keep your foot on the gas, as you said, and finish the fight.
Linus Flores sets up for another kickoff from the 40-yard line. So far, our special teams coverage has been good. We've been squibbing it. Now we got the ball in the middle, and the Gregory Portland team. I don't know.
Looks like it's recovered
for the ball.
Looks like
Alamo Heights Mules is calling, saying they recovered. We'll see what the officials. Oh, they have the ball out the pile. What the officials are saying is Gregory Portland's ball.
Wow. What a gut punch for the Wildcats.
Alamo Heights has the ball at the Gregory Portland 34-yard line. What a kick and recover by the special teams unit. We say it all the time, you've got to be special on special teams, and the Mules showed that here.
Definitely example of special teams being special, but what an incredible gut punch.
Brian, I wanted to add this earlier. This game is a lot like last year in the sense of there was a 21-point explosion in the second quarter. We saw that this year.
Mm-hmm.
And then it kind of like went back and forth. Game was in control. This is similar to last year. It is 35-7.
35-7.
1 minute with the handoff with the keeper, gets about 3 yards on the carry.
And looks like that's number 28, Jordan Garza of the Gregory Portland Wildcats with the tackle.
The offensive line for the Mules is starting to show their prowess and get a push. I still give Gregory Portland credit. They've come out fighting today. It just hasn't worked in their favor. They schemed us well. Colin Ernst in the backfield. Patrick Arriaga in the backfield with the carry. First one of the day. He busts through. He says, give me that rock. And he pushes forward for a Mules first down. Patrick Arriaga, Brian, right there, ran angry.
Yes, 100. He's saying, look, man, I'm not just a defensive player. Look, I'm not. I can tote the rock too. We see you, Patrick. We see you.
We have a timeout on the field. I don't know if it's by Gregory Portland or the officials. The officials are on that sideline. I don't know if it's sideline warning or clock reset. Clock is being rewound, or being wound up for play. We have 48 seconds remaining in the third quarter. All right, look at this bust through the middle. Patrick won't, denied by the official, but Patrick Ariaga wants that end zone. I told him yesterday, you got to eat the same breakfast you had last week, which was a bean and cheese taco. It seems like he had that taco.
Hey.
But my man in stripes got in his way. He was the only man that he had to beat, and he couldn't beat him.
Hey, look, the first words, the first
that is the end of the third quarter.
When I moved to San Antonio from my students, but sir, have you tried the bean and cheese? Clearly, I need to try the bean and cheese.
I don't know that the bean and cheese is that good. We're going to go to a commercial break, and we'll hold that thought about a bean and cheese.
Get ready to experience the thrill of Alamo Heights sports like you've never seen it before.
AH Sports Media is your ticket to the heart-pounding action. Catch all the live coverage of Alamo Heights sports events. And exclusive insights from dedicated athletes and coaches.
Don't miss out. Tune to AH Sports Media and be part of the excitement.
Alamo Heights Sports brought to you by AH Sports Media.
Your passion, our coverage.
Welcome back. It is the beginning of the fourth quarter. Your Alamo Heights Mules are on the doorsteps of the end zone. We were talking about bean and cheese tacos. The kids were telling Mr. Barnett he needed to try them. I'm like, yeah, that's not the move. Maybe if you're a child, bean and cheese. But if you're a grown man, it's about that carne asada. You heard?
Hey, look.
It looks like Ron Riddiman has put in Michael Terry in the wild mule, calling for the ball. It was, Terry is denied. He's not going down on his own. He's still standing.
Look.
They had Patrick Ariaga out in motion. That was a unique performance today. Yeah, it just seemed like the whole defensive break really keyed on Michael Terry right there.
I don't know if I've ever seen a runner shake off 3 defenders.
Viewers, don't forget, you always have the power and the ability to vote for player of the game. Go to, you're already there, AE Sports Media. Go into the live chat, select the offensive player, defensive player of the game for today's game and performances. And we have another Alamo Heights Mules touchdown.
Patrick
Ariaga
with the touchdown.
Nice run, nice cutback. Number 9 of Gregory Portland met him in the hole, but he will not be denied.
We are talking about players of the game and voting for the player of the game. Viewers, you get in there, cast your vote. But Patrick Ariaga been all over the field on defense and then adds a touchdown. I don't know.
Extra point is good by Linus Flores.
Compelling argument.
Well, yeah, he's been all over the field. I will say this, though. He likes being a running back, too. So it's amazing. This game has kind of turned on its head to the point where if you're Gregory Portland, you're learning lessons from this. And that's all you can do. There you go, people. Scan to vote. You can pick an offensive, defensive player. Just subscribe to the channel. If you already subscribed, great. Then you can vote in the live chat. As always, we'd love to see you participate with us, interact with us. To all of the fans and viewers of this broadcast, all of our congratulations go out to you for being with us along the way. We also want to say thank you for always tuning in to the AH Sports Media broadcast and supporting the program. This is a student-driven broadcast. As I mentioned earlier, the students today are fabulous. They're taking time out of their weekend. We have Tori Valadez, Sydney Fry, Christian Villarreal, We have Gavin Anderson, all working hard today. Kickoff by Linus Flores. It's returned by Gregory Portland. Jacoby Vance advances the ball to the 29-yard line. Thomas Gutierrez on the tackle for Alamo Heights. At this point, Brian, do we start seeing second and third string guys from the Heights defense, or do we keep the throttle full throttle because there's 11 minutes remaining in the quarter?
I mean, I would keep the full throttle just at least for an extra series, right?
Okay.
For one more series. Because at the end of the day, you want to leave no doubt. Now, you can also make the argument, and we got a pick.
Max Bacon. Call that man BLT on the INT. He's trying to get ground. He hits the corner, and he's hit out of bounds for a tackle. Max Bacon.
Wow. Incredible.
That ball did not have, if you were a duck hunter, that was the perfect ball. I don't even know who that ball was intended for, to be honest with you. Well, to answer your question, this may be the extra series you were talking about.
Yep. I mean, I think.
And the offense hasn't waved the white flag. They've got Colin Ernst, Michael Terry still out there.
Yeah, you put one more up if you can, right?
Well, let me ask you, is this a fashion show? Do we have to show we can score points? Because the other scores from last night, we didn't even get to talk about. Looking forward to the next round, which would be round 3, which is your regional round, we have Liberty Hill, who won their matchup last night, 62-31. And, ball pass to Michael Terry on the sideline. Michael Terry with the completion and the run after catch.
Oh, what a play by the junior running back.
Number 86 on the offense.
Playing as a
10 yards from the spot of the previous spot. Repeat first down.
A holding call on 86 of the Mules.
Wow.
That will negate that play and bring it back. As I was saying, Brian, looking ahead, scores from last night, Friday night football matchup, playoff games. We had San Antonio Piper, the Warriors beat Mission Veterans Memorial 38-6, which the winner of this game will play them next week, so stay tuned. We'll see if we'll be broadcasting that game for you after eating a bunch of turkey. We have San Antonio Veterans Memorial losing to Corpus Christi Flower Bluff 45-52 in a barn burner. That winner will play Liberty Hill, who defeated Mission Sharyland 62-35. Ball handed off to Michael Terry on the left side, gets ground, and he picks up about 4.5 yards. That would be second down and 6 or 5.5 if you go by my measurement.
You know, LaRhon, you were speaking about style points, right? In valid point, right? Not necessarily a need to put up any more points, right? But I mean, I don't think we should get cute, right? Don't necessarily have to pass the ball, toss the ball around, but definitely there's the necessary to drain clock, right? Eat as much of that as humanly possible.
DK Garza with the screen game. DK Garza at the sticks. DK Garza is let loose.
God.
Way to be shifty, 34.
Now we put in the second shift.
That just broke the camel's back. Not that the camel's back was strong, but it's over.
Ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and start the bus. To quote my old college classmates in the student section, we can go ahead and start that bus.
The keys are rattling because DK Garza was rattling off a big-time run. Extra.
The result of the play is a touchdown. We have a dead ball, unsportsmanlike foul on number 10, Alamo Heights.
You know, it kills me that we have all these penalties, man. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I mean, Emotions are high on both sides. There's
the foul being forced on the kickoff, 15 yards.
Definitely jarring going on both
But
sides.
my issue is it's been slanted. All the penalties on this have
Oh,
fouls have been against Alamo Heights. You're telling me Gregory Portland's are wearing a nun outfit over there? Like, no, come on, man. Like, either let it go or give both of them a penalty and let's keep it moving.
Correct. And you know, I'm getting flashbacks to last year's results. I wonder if that loss in the playoffs.
Good.
I wonder if that loss last year in the playoffs meant a little bit more to the players than maybe we think. Because I mean, we know what Gregory Portland is, a young team.
Well, yes and no. But again, my point was, if it meant that much to them, that means they're bringing something to this brouhaha too. So it's not just Alamo. We're watching Alamo Heights Sports Media.
Get ready to experience the thrill of Alamo Heights sports like you've never seen it before.
AH Sports Media is your ticket to the heart-pounding action. Catch all the live coverage of Alamo Heights sports events.
And exclusive insights from dedicated athletes and coaches.
Don't miss out. Tune to AH Sports Media and be part of the excitement.
Alamo Heights Sports brought to you by AH Sports Media.
Your passion, our coverage.
With 9 minutes and 7 seconds, you are watching Alamo Heights playoff football on AH Sports Media. Brian, as we continue the conversation, if the other team had a problem, they showed up with that problem. I was just saying it's not a one-sided situation.
It's true.
So that's where it's kind of like, I don't know who this felt more to. I know that our players were looking forward to the challenge.
Oh, 100%.
And they came to battle. Here we go, live scores with a deeper kickoff than normal. A sky kick to the 30, return back, and still on his feet, move, fumble again. Gregory Portland still recovers it at the 39-yard line. Once again, my math ain't mathing because the spot of the ball. The spot of, okay, we'll be at the 39. I had one official at the 41 and one at the 39. I know I got LASIK eye surgery and I know that I can see, so I just was curious. So here we go, Brian. Let's see who's on defense. Do we see any backups?
No, it looks like we still have the ones in.
Getting that up, pass, catch, incomplete, no catch. Way to defend it.
What a play by number 28 to get a hand in there.
That Killian?
That looks like that's Walker Warner.
Yeah, Walker Warnerkey. Great business decision, Walker. Way to fight for it. He was beat, but he stuck with the ball and raked it out of his hands.
Hey, listen, young mules out there, mules and mulettes, never give up on the play.
Never. If you're Gregory Portland, you kind of want to run the clock down. Handoff, Juarez, up the middle. Gang tackled by,
Oh, there it is. To your point, LaRhon. We saw number 28 got a little fired up, got a little feisty there at the end.
Yes, it's a Mules defensive third down opportunity.
Looks like he took exception to number 28 trying to strip the ball.
All right, viewers, go into the live chat, like and subscribe so you can vote for the offensive player of the game right now. Reed Dooms on the rollout right, Reed Dooms on the deep pass, Reed Dooms on the incompletion. But as you know, Trick or Treat is on the field. It's that candy corn.
Looks like it's going to be pass interference.
It was snuggle coverage, and it came up with a price. Offensive player of the game can be voted for right now in the live chat. All you have to do is like and subscribe, and you can vote on who you think the offensive player of the game is for AH Sports Media.
So that would be Gage Sharp.
Gage Sharp called for the personal pass interference. We have 8 minutes and 7 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. It is now first down and 10 for Gregory Portland at the 42-yard line. Reed Dooms hands off to Gabriel Juarez, who goes up the field, cuts back, and he is met by Narcy Wickley. Oliver Duffin in on the tackle as well. That brings up a Gregory Portland second down and 1, which leads me to believe they're going back to Gabriel Juarez to pick this up.
100%. You know, we
false starter timeout. One of the two are about to occur.
Let's see, I don't see any flags on the field.
Illegal snap. Number 56 on the offense. 5-yard penalty.
On Gregory
Still second
Portland.
down.
If you're Brent Davis of Gregory Portland, you got to be happy and frustrated. You came out swinging.
You did.
Lockhart came out swinging.
They did.
But this is a 10-round fight. And 1 and 2 can't get it for you unless you score 40.
Nah, man. You got to be willing to quote the young folks, stand on business, right? If you can't swing and flinch. And as we said last week,
sack.
Oh, sacked by number 45.
Darcy Wickley with a sack.
Darcy Wickley. And we got a flag.
Once again, we got extracurricular. Watch the replay here on the sack.
Dead ball. Unsportsmanlike. Number 28 on the offense. 15-yard penalty. Third down.
At this point, the Wildcats are kind of self-imploding.
Yeah.
It's been a long day. If you're a Wildcats fan, this has not been an easy watch.
Nah, definitely not. And, you know, we said it last week, right? For a lot of those guys, especially on the Gregory Portland side, with 7 minutes remaining in the game, I mean, this league, 49-7, is way too big to overcome. They're standing down the end of their high school playing career. So it can be expected emotion's going to be a little bit high.
The thing is, most of the guys that we're talking about are coming back next year.
Correct. Number 28.
Nice deep pass, incomplete.
Number 28, you know, the subject of the last penalty, that's Juarez. He's a junior. So
Adame's a sophomore. Juarez is a junior. Dooms is a junior. Ryder Harrison's a sophomore.
Adame is a sophomore.
Yeah, you're poised. You're good for next year. This is a good experience. Gregory Portland lining up to punt. The Mules have no one back to receive, which at this point is the brilliant move. You can't shoot yourself in the foot if nobody's back there. You're playing for the fake. Let the ball drop. Don't even touch it. I don't even want to run near it. Build a tent. Get to the sideline. It may be Mickler time.
Oh, man. Mickler.
Let's see. I'm looking.
With the flick of the wrist. Look at the flick of the wrist.
Yep, it is Mickler time.
Oh, you know what time it is.
I don't think they're going to let it loose, right?
Nah, they're not going to let them let it loose.
6 minutes and 24 seconds.
Still may not be a good thing for the opposing defense. Mickler can run. Don't be fooled by his size. Now, he a tank. Big boy club represent. But look, he can move.
He can wiggle.
Uh-huh.
Or waggle. Mickler with the call. Mickler with the handoff. And met with fierce resistance in the hole is Thomas Gutierrez. Correction, Aiden Villarreal on the carry, senior.
And quarterback for the Mules, number 15, Robert Mickler.
Another handoff to Aiden Villarreal for a slight gain of 1 yard. Art back to, back slight gain. Met in the hole by Gabriel Juarez. Give that man a Gatorade. He's been thumping all night on offense, on defense. Even Adame, he's been on offense and defense and special teams.
Correct.
Same with Ryder Harrison.
Correct.
I mean, shout out to Gregory Portland. Those guys were fierce today. They came up
short.
Short would be the wrong word,
yeah.
but they just didn't have enough artillery. Clock is ticking down to 5 minutes. Mickler looking to flick it around the yard and
intercepted.
Intercepted off the ricochet. Incomplete.
That's number 7, Jacoby Vance.
Oh, sorry, it wasn't right. Jacoby Vance off the ricochet. Ill-advised throw right there, just because it was double covered. Trip Johnson tried to haul it in, and he helped volley it up for Jacoby Vance to dance. If you're Coach Brent Davis, you're like, where was that earlier? Too little, too late, but hey, Jacoby Vance is a senior. That's why too little, too late for him. He gets to go home with the present of, at least I got a pick in the playoff game, right?
Correct.
Adame busts to the right side of the hole, picks up a sizable gain of about 5 yards. More hip-hop battle dancing in the skirmish. Hey, give it to the GP O-line. They haven't quit yet. They're still cleaning off piles and throwing bodies around.
Driving. Which, I mean, of course, I don't know off the top of my head, but I would assume that if the rest of the team is young, that offensive line is probably young as well.
I can tell you here in a second. Dooms back to pass. Dooms catching Doomsday for a touchdown.
And that will be a catch by number 80, Carmelo Catalano, with the reception and points on the board for Gregory Portland Wildcats.
Carmelo Catalano, a senior, another senior going home with a Christmas gift. You asked about the O-line, their right guard. Ezra Gonzalez is a senior. The backup, Roman Charviate, is a junior. Khalil Leomidi is a sophomore, the center. The left tackle, Tyler Bergman and Miles Holder, are both juniors. This is a very young team.
Yeah.
When the Dave Campbell's magazine pops open next July or August 1,
you'll see a lot of familiar faces.
They're going to be ranked.
Yeah.
With a lot of returning lettermen and a lot of returning experience.
Correct.
This is what I say. If you're Brent Davis, you just have to put this score in the locker room and say, this is what offseason is.
Correct.
Because next year you got the talent, you got it.
You're good enough. I mean, and you know, guys, for contextual purposes, this is a 9-2 team. Like, these guys aren't scrubs, for lack of a better phrase. So to be this young, have such a great record, right? If you're a Wildcat fan, man, you should, feel very optimistic going forward. There's a lot to build from.
Yes. 4 minutes and 11 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. You're watching Alamo Heights Mules playoff football on AH Sports Media, a student-run production. Shout out to the crew today. KALLIE Schoenbaum on TriCaster, directing the camera angles of Tori Valadez and Sydney Fry. We've got Gavin Anderson taking all kind of photos, a montage you'll see at the end of the game. Onside kick by Gregory Portland, recovered by Alamo Heights. We had Christian Villarreal on the high 50. Shout out to the director, John Munoz, who was running around like a rabbit at a magic show, guiding and directing students. It's a setup, folks. What you see on TV is not done with a camera, a phone camera that is. Definitely not an iPhone. We get here early, we pack the house, we set up the cameras. After we end this broadcast, we got to pack it all up and hit home. We're just glad that Brian and I get to be the voice of the broadcast, and we get to do this victoriously. Back on it again, Mickler calling for the ball, handing off to Aiden Villarreal, senior trying to get up the field.
Looks like that'll be a gain of 1 on the play.
You know, interesting enough, in the first half, my only concern was like, man, this is the lowest running yard total we've had in a game, and that included with the 89-yard touchdown from Colin Ernst.
True. Definitely true. Which, I mean, again, is kudos to the Gregory Portland game plan, right? I mean,
here goes the quarterback waggle by Mickler. Tuck that ball in, son, and get upfield. He is met with a fierce hit.
And that should be enough to move the chains. If not, maybe about a yard short.
It's third down.
Third down for the Mules.
Should be about 3rd and 1.
Looking forward to next week, Brian. Liberty Hill, Corpus Christi, Flower Glove. That is another game of contrasting style. You got the fast break Flower Buff squad.
Correct.
And you got the 3 yards in a cloud of dust, U.S. Navy, Air Force, West and Liberty Hill with that wing tee.
I love it, man.
And I didn't say Ford Model T. I said wing tee.
I love it. I don't love it when we playing against it.
I don't love it, period. That's just
I
like,
love it, man.
That's just this generation back 100 years. Mickler getting stickly.
Look, get out of his way. Chew, as he's coming down the track.
He picks up a Mules first down. Clock is under 2 minutes.
But to your point, looking forward, man, Liberty Hill, Flower Bluff.
That's going to be.
It's hard to prepare for. I hope they're ready.
Well,
it's hard to prepare for, man.
It's a disciplined offense. I'm not saying it's not hard to prepare for, but they run the football. Like there's no secret. They don't throw the ball. Ooh, nice way to dodge that ferocious. Look. Gregory Portland's still laying the wood. They may be going home with an empty lunch bag.
And that was
but Gabriel Waters is like, if I'm in this game, I'm giving you what I got. He's leaving it on the field.
I mean, it would have been better if he wrapped up, but I mean, it was a nice hit.
Yeah,
nice, solid hit.
Definitely. Into the game at quarterback is number 16, Brady Pena. Going back to the point, I definitely want to know where that game's going to be played. We'll talk more about our upcoming matchup after the game concludes as we wrap up the post game, but that's going to be an intriguing matchup. We get the opportunity here as Brady Pena takes the ball and kneels down. That will end round 2 area playoff matchup between Alamo Heights and Gregory Portland. Alamo Heights victorious 49-14. A valiant effort by Gregory Portland, Brent Davis and his squad, as the coaches embrace at midfield. It's hard to tell them apart because they're both wearing blue and khakis. Both squads have blue in their colors. This was a game today, Brian, in the sense of
it was very much
a game we've had all year.
Correct. I mean, we said it early on. There was no fear in this Gregory Portland team, right? They came out hungry. They were looking to prove that they deserve to be on the field with these guys. We said it in the pregame. You know, you had them at 9-2. You had Alamo Heights is undefeated, right? Something had to give, right? And we saw it play out, and fortunately enough for us, Alamo Heights came out on top.
Yeah, well, you know, I don't get caught up in records, right? Because we know the story about Alamo Heights in a district that's not what they're used to being in. Knowing that Gregory Portland is also in a similar district with the exception of Corpus Christi Flower Bluff, who won the district.
Yeah.
That's their nemesis in their district. And so I wanted to throw records out. And this was definitely going to be a Styles Makes Fights. They were carbon copies.
Correct.
But there's just something about Alamo Heights. They know how to win fights.
They do, and a lot of it is, we talked about it earlier, about the Alamo Heights way, right? At this school, man, there's a tradition of excellence when it comes to athletics. Our program is experienced. There are no strangers to being in the playoffs, and there's no substitute for experience.
Yeah, agreed. The question is, can we get over the hump? Third round, fourth round, you know, that's been the sticking points. Traditionally, we face Liberty Hill.
Correct.
But there's a new sheriff in town.
There is. There's a new sheriff.
That sheriff defeated everyone in their district.
The new kid on the block.
We're talking about the Piper Warriors out of Comel ISD. They defeated their opponent last night, Mission Veterans Memorial. So the upcoming opponent for Alamo Heights will be the Piper Warriors. This is their first year in the playoffs.
There is. Hey, new kid on the block, young team. This will be their first, well, not their first varsity season, but their first chance
young in the
playoffs.
sense of, you know, new school opened
Correct.
4 years ago.
Correct.
First time hit the playoffs. They have a lot of seniors.
Mm-hmm. But the different challenge that I think they possess is the fact that they've been playing together for like the last 3 years. Like, this is a group of kids who they played together as freshmen, as sophomore, as juniors, right? So you can expect that chemistry is probably going to be high, right? You're not gonna see as many of those, you know, overthrown passes that we saw this week, right? Because chances are that quarterback has been passing to that exact receiver since he was a freshman.
I hear you. I don't agree, to be honest with you, because I still think they're learning how to navigate the playoffs. They've been successful, right? They beat
100%.
Sam Houston 33-0. They just won last night 30-6.
Correct.
So what I'm getting to, yes, they're a good team, but I don't know if they're playoff battle tested. It could, again, I'm not trying to belittle anything they've done.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying to you is it's no different than Alamo Heights. We haven't got over the hump of a Liberty Hill.
Correct.
Liberty Hill isn't leaps and bounds better than us. They just know how to finish.
Correct.
If we get into a dogfight with a Piper, do they know how to finish? See what I'm saying?
Well, that 100% is the question. But I guess what I'm more so alluding to, yeah, we will. We don't have no choice, right? But I guess the thing that I'm more so alluding to is the fact that the mental mistakes we were able to make this week and in previous weeks, we won't necessarily be able to get away with, in the sense of we're gonna have to play clean. Chemistry breeds cleanliness in a way, right? Because if I'm the center, right, or if I'm the offensive line, especially on the offensive line, we talk about teams within a team. I know the guy next to me, my guard. I know my center because I've been playing on this same offensive line with this same guy for 3 years, right? So you don't expect us to false start.
No,
right?
I hear you, but I can't say that's the case. Like, you still can false start and you're a senior.
True, you can.
What I'm getting at is I agree with what you said. These guys have been playing with each other since they were in middle school.
That is also fair.
So I don't get into that, because if that was the case, we'd have a lot of state championships. That ain't the case.
Hey.
The issue is that playoff experience.
Correct.
I do agree with that. We went down to Bastrop, played Liberty Hill, the best we played them, and we came up short. Because sometimes you just got to be able to finish.
You do.
And Liberty Hill's one of those teams that they play 4 quarters.
They do.
This team looks like we play 4 quarters.
They do.
So what I want to know and see is styles make fights. I don't know. I got to be honest. I haven't seen a full Piper game, so I haven't even research to see. Okay, what do they run?
So got to look into it.
What do they run defensively, and how do we match up with them? I take nothing away from them because they got to the third round like we got.
Oh, 100%. Hey, and
that's what do we always say? That's why they play the game. Paper's paper.
Oh, 100%.
Tons of paper changes.
Hey, and here's the thing. If you thought that Gregory Portland came in, if we thought they came in confident, right, ready to go start the game, ready to go toe-to-toe with us, you have a Piper team that's 11-1 overall, 6-0 in district. They might not have, the experience, but they 100% are going to come in ready to say, hey, man, like you said, new sheriff in town, right? Let's get you some.
Well, one thing we do know, right? They've done something we haven't been able to do. They beat Liberty Hill.
They did.
So again, that's like, I'm not taking anything away from them. I'm saying it's going to be intriguing because they're the new kid on the block. We're the Backstreet Boys.
Oh yeah.
So it's going to be a dance battle. The question is where are we dancing at? We'll have to ask Coach Ron Rittimann what the future holds for the Mules as far as round 3. Is it back here in the Dome? Is it outdoors at one of the local stadiums? See, this is another good thing is that game is played this week after Thanksgiving. It's either going to be Friday or Saturday. We'll find a location. We'll get back to you. Check all the social media handles of Alamo Heights, on X, on Instagram. We're going to blast it out. I don't know if they've already had the coin flip and call because, again, Piper played last night, so they knew their outcome. We played at 2 o'clock, so it's possible they already hashed all this out before we even played the game. And we'll find out. And once we do, you will be the first to know. Our players of the game will be announced here shortly. For Alamo Heights, offensive player of the game is number 10, Colin Ernst. Player of the game for Alamo Heights offensively is Michael Terry. And on defense, we have number 21, Patrick Arriaga. Listen, in my head of heads, it's hard to pick just one mule to be player of the game. Colin Ernst did his thing. He busted the thing wide open, and Michael Terry brought it back. And really, in all honesty, this was a game that Colin Ernst carried us today because it was the 89-yard touchdown. It was the crisp passing, right? He only had the one error with the interception in the end zone that ended the half. Didn't bite us in the butt. But he had a clean game today.
He did. I mean, we talk all the time in football how the most influential position in all of sports is the quarterback position, right? No position in any sport has the impact on the overall team chemistry, the morale, the flow of play as the quarterback. So, I mean, it starts with him, and he played a heck of a game.
He did. Ladies and gentlemen, again, in the season of giving thanks, we give you all the thanks for tuning in to this broadcast. You are watching Alamo Heights football on A8 Sports Media. Thank you for tuning in, and until next time, we'll see you again.